Haya, karibuni sana. Najua leo ni Jumapili njema, Jumapili njioni ambayo natumai umetoka kanisani na umesketi kitako. Karibuni kwenye mandhari haya, yani karibuni kwenye mazingira mapya. Leo tuko Karen. Ukiniona uso wangu unametameta, jua tuko Karen jamani manse. Leo bosi amesema, Dapaman, leo jioni yako unamalizia wapi? Unamalizia Karen. Yani Sunday yako unamalizia Karen. Kwanza acha nipigie Mdosi makofi. Mdosi, asante sana kwa kunitembeza Karen siku ya leo, yani Jumapili murwa, Jumapili ambayo ni ya furaha. Na Mdosi mwenyewe mkimuona, suti imepanda. Suti moi dondege. Alafu pia ameingia pale hivyo akafanyiwa nakwambia ni moto. Haya, mtuambie, nataka tufike watu 1,000 na mnatuma hapo love emojis. Naona pale hivyo Masitura anasema rada musuri. Ruti Mwakali, finally tumeingia ndani. William Mwangi, rada muse, rada ni safi. Rada ni safi. Mujai tuona Jumapili kama tuko live. Sasa mkitutisama tuko live, mnajua mambo ni moto. Si ndio? Nakwambia ni moto. Haya, Sadiki Hassan, locked in. Fulo mkilelezwa, asante sana watu wakilelezwa kukaa ndani. Eddie, at this rate sasa so inafaa ikuwe kila siku. Itakuwa kila siku nyinyi mnacheza. Sipi anasema ni moto. Solomon Rinokuti, nataka kuwa kwanza kucomment. Manse umechelewa na kuambia hapa sasa watu wameng'ang'ania viketi. Kama wifi yako inakusumbua, samahani. Kama wifi inakusumbua, samahani, manake maneno yanaenda kuwa moto. Inaenda kuwa moto, sema moto. Haya, Kiki Ngori, wosa, Emily Agata watching live from Karen. Tuko Karen bwana. Unaona hata uso yangu imekuwa msungu hivi kwa sababu mandhari ni mapya. Mandhari na environment ni mupya. Nanukia fresh. Na sijaoga. Sasa ningeoga alafu sasa nipate mandhari ya huku. Alafu nimekula bwana. Kukula naye singesahau kusema. Aya, Happy Kilera from Saudi, asante sana watu wa Saudi Arabia, asante. Kaniel Creative ndo kufika Gidunguri ini, asante sana Gidunguri utawala, si ndio? Asante sana watu wa utawala. Benja Iwake. Samuel Okongo, leo nimewapata live ndani, asante sana kwa kukaa na sisi. Ani Njeri, Saudi in, watu wa Saudi mmesema hatuochi saa hivi vyombo, tunaocha Obinna Show live. Asanteni sana manse. Niwaambie kwa tuko na hapa, tuko na Koriri. Ukiniona tu kwa kamera hivi sasa wewe jua huyo ni Koriri. Kasi ya Koriri ya kusum. Huyo ni Koriri. Alafu hapa kama utakuwa unaona bosi na mtazama hivi direct, sasa huyo ni Onesimus Mutea, smiling machine. Smiling machine. Alafu pia ni brown skin. Wewe ni brown skin, brown skin. Alafu kuna picha zenye nitapost baada hili onyesho. Picha safi, picha kali. Sasa unajua huyo ni nani? Unajua Magi, nisaidie kwa ile stand ulikuwa nayo. Leta tu. Ama utumeko mtu tutumie. Sawa? Sasa hizo picha zitakuwa zimepigwa na Jerry, anaitwa Blossom Snap. Huyo ni Jerry mansi, huyo anatupiganga picha moto. Alafu kama unanisikiliza loud and clear, hakuna sida kwa sauti, sasa unajua huyo ni Nick Magana 254, sound engineer. Alafu of course onyesho nalo limeletwa na Davideo Rensi, ndo huyo Mdosi. Karibu Mdosi, karibu. Aya, leo nimekaa kwa ketika yako.
Mbona wanataka kuharibu kazi?
Hapana.
Si wangekuweka kwa nini?
Tuko Karen bosi. Walikuwa wameleta nini kitu kingine inanishika hivi inanifinya mpaka na feel comfortable. Ona. Tenda kwa chini. Tena.
Unajua hizi tabia za samaki. Uzilete Karen. Habari yako?
Mimi niko salama.
Umeenda kanisa kweli wewe?
Nimeenda kanisa. Nimeenda. Paka hata nikatoa sadaka, mimi nimeenda.
Kuna kitu inafanya nini hiyo? Yeah? Ati nini? Ni bomb. Ni bomb.
Wanatualati ama chakula imeiva. Unajua
Dapa tuko Karen. Wewe umeenda church? Mmefunzwa nini leo kanisa?
Leo tumefunzwa Mathayo 10:10. Mathayo 10:10 nasema asiyefanya kazi naye asile.
It had to be something to do with food.
Si ndio kitu nimejifunza. Mathayo 10, abu angalia. Asiyefanya kazi naye asile. Na tena afanye kazi ya suluhu. Suluhu ama suluhu. Bora nini? Akipatikana amekula na hajafanya kazi, apewe kazi ya suluhu. Wewe umeenda?
Mathayo
10:10.
No bag for your journey or 2 tunics or sandals or a staff, for the laborer deserves his food. Wacha nisome na Kiswahili ndio labda. Swahili.
Asiyefanya kazi naye asile.
Mathayo 10:10, msichukue mkoba wa kuombea njiani, wala koti la ziada, wala viatu, wala fimbo, kwa maana mfanyakazi anastahili riziki yake.
Riziki si ni kukula. Endelea tu. Unajua Biblia za simu ni muongo. Kuna ile sasa Biblia yenyewe natembeanga nayo ile.
Wewe Biblia yako inasema
mstari nyembamba. Hii iko na mstari nyembamba.
Kuna kitu ndio mstari nyembamba?
Magi, si kuna mstari nyembamba kwa Biblia? Sema ukweli.
Mathayo 10:10. Wala mkoba wa safari, wala kanzu mbili.
Tafuta mstari mwembamba ndio iko na hiyo maneno. Mathayo 10:10.
So hii ni mstari nono.
Kuanzia penyewe, mstari mwembamba.
So basically hujaenda kanisa leo?
Nimeenda kanisa. Wamefunza kuhusu chakula. Asiyefanya kazi asile. Na iko Mathayo.
Asiyefanya kazi asile. Biblia. Okay. Unajua iko kwa Bible kwa chapter gani? Wathesalonike.
Ndio hiyo. Ni jina tu nilikuwa nimesahau ya lunyiriri nyembamba hiyo.
Wathesalonike wa pili. This is 2 Thessalonians. Chapter 3 verse 10.
Sasa 3 verse 10 hiyo chapter ndio mstari mwembamba.
Tulipokuwa pamoja nanyi tukiwaambieni mtu yote asiyependa kufanya kazi.
Tulipokuwa na nanyi.
Dapa ndakukanya.
Endelea
tulipokuwa pamoja nanyi tulikuwa tukiwaambieni. Ambieni. Mtu yeyote asiyependa kufanya kufanya kazi. Asiyependa kufanya kazi asile chakula.
Ngoja.
Mtu yeyote imesema asilale? Hapana.
Asilale?
Imesema asisafiri? Hapana. Imesema asifanye nini?
Asile.
Okay. Mwenyewe umefunzwa leo church.
Na anayefanya kazi
haijaandikwa hapa.
Ukiendelea sasa kwa mstari mrefu, endelea.
Kuna kitu kama hiyo.
Anayefanya sasa kazi naye.
Hakuna
anajiongeza kazi ya ziada.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
Unajua nimekula huku chini mandazi umekula mandazi hapa?
Bwana nimekula mandazi bwana. Hiyo si mandazi, inaitwa mahamri.
Wacha kupamba vitu. Ni mandazi. Mwenye amepika hiyo mandazi kongole.
Hiyo ni mahamri Dapa man.
Hiyo mandazi ni tamu. Alafu pia kuna mugati hapo imepakwa blue banda, sasa ishikani hivi. Munesi amefanya maneno mengine hatari. Munesi ameshika hivi kwa
Speaking of blue banda. Dapa man, memaliza blue band, peanut, jam kwa ofisi na 4 days.
Wacha nikuulize, asiyefanya kazi asile. Alafu wenye wanakujanga wanafanyanga kazi, si ndio? Kwa hawa watu ngoja, kwenye wanakujanga unanionanga. Mimi nilikuwa huko Jumatatu pekee. Sasa uliza
hiyo Jumatatu watu wakanywa chai na mkate nini. And then ikakuja Tuesday, people didn't come to work because we finished around 4 a.m. Wednesday people came to the office. Thursday, on Friday mimi naingia kwa ofisi nasema sadio na chai wanatia bila nini japoka kwa bread. I'm like rad ati imeisha.
Sasa nitakupigia story.
Okay.
Hapa kitu nimeona Munesi akifanya na shuku hiyo Blue Banda Munesi tu ndio.
Okay.
Kwa sababu amesoa hivi.
Okay.
Akafinya.
Anyway, weekend yako imekuwa fiti?
Weekend imekuwa murwa. Kwanza tuendee pesa zetu.
Gani hiyo?
Ule mtu
Kasipul? Kasipul anado. Sasa hiyo pesa sioni kuja unless watu wamchangie.
Kwanza mimi 2,000 na ziwezi mshinda. Kasipul 2,000 zangu siwezi.
Kasipul akona 2,000 yako?
Si nilikuwa nimesema ndaongeza 2,000.
Nimekumbuka.
Sasa Kasipul mimi 2,000 zangu ziwezi kushinda. Kama 1,100 zako zilikuwa
500,000.
500 kama zimekushinda, mimi 2,000 zangu nataka. Na tena ndasikujia mwenyewe. Ukinishinda Munesi.
Okay. Nimeona unataka kwa MCA.
Hiyo ni rumors. Kama mimi nalishwa hii Nairobi. Watu wengine siwaonenge tu ni uongo.
Dapa man.
Waone tu.
Nimeona Dapa man anataka kwa MCA.
Ni uongo tu. Kama mimi bado naliswa, ndatoa wapi ya kuwapea? Masomo zero. Kichwa hakuna kitu huko.
Dapa man sasa ameanza hata ile drive ya weka namba nikutumie pesa. I'm like Dapa man akona pesa ya kutuma.
Sasa story iko. Kuna mtu alisema nipatie, ananipea pesa niwapatie. Sio sangu.
Okay.
Lakini unaonaje hapo kwa MCA?
Zima hiyo kitu.
Ndaanguka asubuhi.
Zima hiyo kitu. It's not even about kuanguka. You are bigger than an MCA. Stop having very small visions. That's a very small dream. You are way bigger. Ungesema tunaendea MP ningesema sawa. But then also we've just started. Then the minute you get into politics now at a young age in the industry, inaweza kwa kitu nzuri ama kitu mbaya, but most times than not it is the wrong move because umepoteza direction. Ulikuwa unaenda maybe on the vision yako. Lakini at the moment personally I know you are not ready for that. So wachana nayo for now. Maybe in 2032 you might even go for MP or governor and you might even have it, but if you're consistent with what you're doing, then you go back to school. Now you have 5 years, actually 6. From today until 2032 you have 6 to 7 years. You can go back to school now, at least get the paper, then now you're going for MP, governor, whatever it is. You never know. Ni plan za Mungu. Lakini sahi hapana, no. Zima hiyo kitu kabisa.
Nimesema boss.
Wachana nayo, nimekuona uko hapo kwa matango naambia watu sasa mimi najengea watu nyumba.
Alafu najua sasa pia wao wenye akili yao iko kaa yangu wanapiga mako.
No. Wanakupiga makofi because you're doing a good thing. So it's not a bad thing actually. Kwenda kusaidia watu ushago kwenyu, even the other people in Nairobi, is a good thing. The only bad thing now happens when now you want to change the idea that you're doing because now you want political seat. Do it because unataka kuifanya. Yes.
Bosi, nimetoka kwa siasa. Unajua mimi nakusikianga. Nimetoka kwa siasa kabisa. Tena siko hata sikuwa neo lengo. Unajua ule mwenye ako huko ni mtu wa kushtua hivi alafu kupima kwanza rada.
Wacha kushtuana na MCA. Shtua MP. Shtua MP.
MP ule hata anaweza nipa. Mbunge wetu. Mbunge wetu anaweza nipiga vibaya sana mahedi.
Corey, you can put this to be the warm color.
No, we tested.
You tested. So it's okay like this. Okay.
Rafael Wanjala.
Anza kukuvaa vibaya sana.
Umusiani, obodasina, wenye bunge, takukunya. Unajua anasema nini? Kijana, unasema nini? Unataka bunge, ndakupiga. Na anasema ndakupiga, asa kupiga sete hata. Asa kupiga. Anafanya. Ndio maana
anafanya kazi nzuri. Unajua kuna kufanya kazi na kuna kufanya kazi nzuri.
Mbunge wetu anachapa kazi. Barabara
ameogopa kupigwa. So karibu Karen.
Mandari na yafili.
Umeona Karen sasa? So this one is an exclusive episode that tunafanya leo because today is international. Leo ni international
Women's Day.
Umenipata.
Alafu sasa bosi. Kwa hayo maneno, kwa hayo machache.
Okay.
Mimi kwanza nashukuru kumenileta Karen. Unajua ningetoka Nairobi kazi jaifika Karen.
No, not really.
Kileleshwa umenifikisha Kileleshwa. Leo niko. Hii ni mara ya pili, wewe tu ukiniletanga. Ya kwanza ilikuwa kwa harusi. Unakumbuka?
Yeah.
Ya pili ni leo.
Okay.
Na zote nimekula.
Okay.
Leta Karen.
Mbona unaandika sound? What's up with the sound? Sound iliguzwa.
Hoja niambia weekend yako imekuwaje?
Weekend yako imekuwa fiti.
Kwanza nimekuona Mombasa bwana.
Yeah. Ni Mombasa nikapata kuna baridi nikarudi.
So ulikuwa umehepa baridi?
Nilikuwa nimehepa baridi nikalandi hivi nikapata mvua inanyesha. Nikabook ndege nyingine nikasema wacha turudi tuko. There's no difference. Juu nafika nipate ka joto niende kwa beach ni relax Saturday, Sunday nirudi kesho Monday morning.
Ukumepanga urudi kesho?
Kesho asubuhi.
Mungu sio Fatuma. Mungu sio Fatuma amekurejesha.
Iko tu sawa.
Sasa jana niliomba mtu gari. Kumbe watu mwiko na personal kama na feeling vizuri hivyo.
Uliomba mtu gari? Ukaenda kuendesha? Nikajiendesha. Ikafika sasa mahali askari akanisimamisha. Unajua alipata kama nimejifurahisha peke yangu kwa gari. Unajua kujifurahisha? Ushajifurahisha kwa gari? Unaelewa kitu tunasema? No.
Kwa mfano musikari amekupata tu umejifurahisha peke yako kwa gari.
Hapa. Not everything you think
you talk. Ndio maana nikakuuliza, umeelewa?
Sijaelewa, wachana nayo.
Nilifungua tu dresa hivi akaenda. Hey, imenipea kiburi. Nataka sasa ninunue kagari ni avoid matatu. Najua mnafanyanga hivyo. Watu mko na magari mnafanyanga hivyo.
Hapa si kila mtu anakulanga hivyo venye unakula hivyo.
Na imagine nilikuwa njaa. Nilikuwa nimekula maragwe, mayai na omena.
Anza kipindi. Wachana na ujamaa, anza kipindi. Give me the introduction. Umeipata? Kutoka kwa store. Davido ameka intro kwa store.
Anapua.
Obinna, you need to be here.
I am. Check it, guys.
This is Obinna Show Live. Coming to you live from Obinna TV Studios.
Standing in this beautiful space known as Kenya Glamour. What we do is we specialize on making you look beautiful, or better yet, beautifully amazing, with quality, grade A, or better yet, A1 material. I'm talking about clothes. Kama ni luku, Kenya Glamour got you sorted. Hizi manguo za hapa buda, hizi luku ya hapa, hii luku imepanda ndege. Suit moja idonde, ndio hii sasa. We are located on Koinange Street, just opposite Kemu Towers. This building is known as Kenya House Complex. Just on the ground floor, you'll just see Kenya Glamour. Ingia ndani. Pitia sema ni Obinna amekutuma, leta familia, leta mpwa wako, akuje tumbalishe hivi.
Wow, are your walls looking plain and uninspired? Transform your space with premium wall panels, elegant marble PVC with stunning backlighting, and modern floating TV stands. All designed to give your home a luxurious, timeless finish. At Mr. Frames Kenya, we offer top quality designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you're going to a classic or modern look, we've got the perfect solution for your home or office. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0705 759 102 or connect with us on social media. Mr. Frames Kenya. Mr. Frames Kenya, where style meets affordability.
Welcome, welcome. This is Obinna Show Live, the show that brings you the who. We discuss with them the what and the why. Yes, when you listen keenly or you listen carefully, you're going to get some education or some entertainment. Coming live to you from Karen. Today tumekuja kwa ofisi ya Mama Boyz na ametukaribisha sana. Nikaleta Dapaman. Why meet Mama Boyz?
Nakwambia niko na furaha sufufu. Na sijampa mkono bado.
Mpe mkono.
Haya. How are you? Uko mzima?
Niko mzima.
Huyu anaitwa Dapaman.
Very good.
Anatoka Busia, Port Victoria.
Nafurahia sana kumuona. Nikiona Mama Boyz mimi nafurahi sana.
Naweza baki huko. Unajua nimeona chakula huko.
Umeona?
Mingi sana.
Karibu sana, tutakaa.
Bosi si utaniacha.
Kula tuende. Hii ni ofisi surely.
Mzee amesema nibaki.
Tutapanga. Nilikuwa nataka tu meet alafu nikuambie sasa wewe uondoke sasa tufanye shughuli.
Okay.
Because hapa sasa hatuna menu ya huku. Hao ndio wako na menu ya huku. Sasa orodha iko.
Najua hata mimi nimeona ashaletewa maji.
Kazi yako ishafanywa na mwingine. Sasa wewe uko jobless.
Siko jobless. Si hata kumtizama ni kazi.
Okay. Sawa, asante. Haya. Sasa sijui kama utaenda na hii yako ama utaiwacha hapo?
Kiketi yangu acha tu niende nayo.
No. Iko sawa, itapita wapi?
Chabasa.
Hapo iko sawa.
Sawa.
David hapo iko sawa?
Ni vizuri kuacha kiti. Unajua kiti kikaa hapo, hata wewe utarudi.
Sawa.
Ni vizuri kuacha kiti. That's a very interesting way to look at it. Juu unaweza rudi ukalie.
Sindio?
Ukiondoa, hamna. How are you?
I'm very well.
Sunday iko aje?
Sunday na ni treat vizuri sana.
Ulienda church?
Nimeenda church. Tukahubiri, tukacheza dansi. Tulikuwa na birthday ya Pamolo. Pastor. Tukajienjoy sana.
Okay.
It's been a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nani Dapaman ameenda kanisa leo amesema amefundishwa asiyefanya kazi asikule. That's what he remembers from the sermon for today. Asante kutukaribisha. We've been received warmly. Tumekunywa kachai na tumefurahia, asante sana. Yeah. You know, most people when they see you they never know the person behind. They see you face value. Oh, that is second lady ni Mama Boyz, she does this, wanawachia hapo story naisha. So the reason why I requested for this interview, I wanted us now to unveil. Tufungue sa behind the curtain, who is this person, what does she like to do, what is she about, and I've seen a lot of things you do about boy child that I also do. So I'm passionate about boy child and mental health awareness. So I was like, kidogo, our vision in a line. Thank you for honoring the invite.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. Habari ya Murang'a County?
Murang'a County wako chonjo. I come from there.
Yes.
But if you will allow me, I would like to send a message of goodwill to the very many people who lost their lives in Nairobi a few days ago in the floods. You can imagine you left home, you are in a jam, waiting to go home, and then you are flooded inside that a car. So to all of them, we really wish them the goodwill message that God will comfort those who died, and those who are alive, we thank God because He has kept us. And I would like to tell the parents, the families, we condole with you and we are praying for you. The other thing is that this has been a month of women. So I'm wishing every woman a happy Women's Day. This is a good day for women. And women wear many colors. You see, like I'm wearing a kind of many colors.
Yes.
This is how women are. If you count very many colors, you see a woman. So every woman out there, we wish you a beautiful day and even month, so that you can be who you are supposed to be. So we can go back.
All right. And also it's a holy month for our Muslim brothers and sisters.
Happy Ramadan to all the Muslim brothers, and also to the Catholics who are in Lent this this time.
Yes.
They seem to have started at the same time.
Yeah.
So everybody is before God. I pray that God will hear your prayers, and whatever it is you are praying for, may God come through for this country and the world at large.
Okay.
Yes.
We, mtu akikuona ukipiga kizungu hivyo umepanga kazi, mtu hawezi jua ni msichana wa Kiandutu slums.
Yeah, ni kweli.
Yeah. How did you end up moving to Kiandutu slums from Murang'a?
No, Obinna, life has twists and turns.
Okay.
Na maisha saa ngine inakupeleka kizungurumkuti.
Yeah.
My dad died when I was very young.
Okay.
And before my father died, tulikuwa watu ambaye walikuwa na matajiri.
Ooh.
My father had a shop in Nakuru. He was selling blankets there. That's why in Dar es Salaam and even Kampala.
Alikuwa amejipanga.
Alikuwa amejipanga.
Yeah.
Yeye ndiye alikuwa, unajua zile maford ya ile ya zamani. My father had several. Then life turns around and things went south.
Okay.
Juu tu ya hiyo biashara alikuwa anafanya. Because ilikuwa anafanya transport kutoka hapa kupeleka Kampala. Mtu akamwekea kwa gari yake vitu za wizi. So he was put in for 7 years. By the time he came out, he couldn't take it. And that's why we say mental illness is real. By the time he came back, he couldn't take. He came and found us. We know we had gone. The brothers and sisters had sold all the shops he had. They had thrown us out of the land we had. We had been, now we were destitute. The land was sold. And we were living in Kiandutu. He left us rich people. He came and found we were in a ghetto. He couldn't take it. Actually, he just fell and died. And that was it. And I remember that day when he died, we were in the hospital. I was a small girl, so he had asked me to give him some water. He was a hefty man, so when he was moving, he got drunk. That's why I'm telling you, I work with these alcohol, drugs. It took away my father.
Okay.
So he drank and he slipped and fell, and he had internal bleeding, and that's how he died. So this day I was there, and he wanted water, and he was on drip, and he was not supposed to take water. So I was trying to get the water for him, and I couldn't. I took a stool to get to the sink, but I was caught by the doctor. So they never allowed me to give him. But when the doctor came, he called my mom, and they told us to go and come back after a few minutes, and to go and boil some rice. When we came back, we found he was dead.
Oh, yeah.
And from there, we were on our own.
Just like that. The brothers, they didn't come through?
You know, he was the mother, he was an orphan, and he grew actually with the family of my mom. So the brothers were there, and they didn't want, who wants 8 children? I guess even if you're a good brother, if you find a widow with 4 boys and 4 girls, would you want them to come to your house? So we moved from there to our grandmother's on my mother's side.
Okay.
And then when we went there, my mother, we couldn't find her for 6 months. I think she also went mental for the loss of the husband.
True.
And the children, we were left alone. So we went to our grandmother on my mother's side. And when we got there, they didn't want us. Not the girls, but the boys. That's why you see, boy children to me, I have a passion for them. Because even my own brothers, the uncles would want to keep the girls. They put us to become maids for them. Okay, but the brothers, they didn't want them. And they asked our grandmother to send them away because they didn't want them to inherit. So that's how we found ourselves in our grandmother's house and still staying outside in a chicken pen.
Ulikuwa unalala kwa nyumba ya kuku?
Eh.
That's the time when you were also a house help from 7 to like 12 years?
Yes.
During that transition?
Yes.
To one of the relatives?
Yes.
So basically you've gone through Mama Wakambo situations.
Hiyo ilikuwa mbaya sana.
You went through those two mateso? Zile mateso za muka fanya nini kupigwa?
Unaamuka asubuhi mapema. You get into the house, you start cooking, lighting those firewood. You know, yes. Geshagi huko ni makuni na nini. Yeah. And you know, sometimes you may not know me. I'm very, sometimes I get a temper because if something is not working. So I'd go and I'm blowing
Lisa kuni haiwaki.
Kuni haiwaki, nini moshi. Inakuja namna hii. I would just pour water on it and sometimes just get...
So see, now that one you've earned yourself a beating now.
Well, I would still go and work on it because I have to make breakfast. So I would make the breakfast for them, I would cook, I would do everything that needed to be done.
Okay.
And as a house girl, as you know, you would not eat. In those days, you never eat where you worked. You had to go on working, and after 11 you go home to look for your food at your home. Yeah. So mama alikuwa anatupanga.
Okay.
Yes, and of course, and when you're working, you can imagine, these are your uncles. They tell you if you make a mistake, they tell you amount to nothing. They beat you up and all that.
So kuna words na kuna physical aggression pia. No wonder you are da.
Yes.
But amidst all this, you still went through Mugumoini Primary. Then you went to Alliance.
Yes.
How? Hapa mtu angewacha shule kitambo.
No, after we stayed there for about 6 months. Okay. In our grandmother's outside the chicken pen. And you know, in a chicken, those chickens, they usually have mafunza.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they freeze. Yeah. Wanakukula sawa sawa.
Yeah.
So we used to wake up and go early to the garage. You know, this old grease. That is what we used to go and collect and apply so that when you are sleeping, you do not get more than what you already have.
Oh, that's a smart way to look at it. We don't want any addition. Zenye ziko sawa.
Then mom came and she was not very happy with what was going on with the brothers and all this kind of stuff. She took us to the ghetto. Ghetto, actually, the Kiantutu in Thika was an improvement. Ghetto, kulikuwa kuzuri.
Oh, the slum.
Compared to where we were. Oh, it was.
At least as a no chicken, no funza.
No chicken, and it was a mad house, and there were people who were around there. You found family that did not even mind you. Yeah. And many people may think about a ghetto, but when in my memory, the people who we went and found there were good people. Yes, sometimes we were dirty and all that, and we could not even afford water. Those who couldn't afford water, near the graveyard there is a well. So we used to go there to get the water from the well and to wash our clothes. And the other children, you know, from this high place, like section 9, watu wakatumaine hivi, walikuwa wakitupata hapo. Wanatuchekelea, wanasema tunakunywa maji ya wafu. And you can imagine when you are young and this is happening to you, and you have to go there, that is the water which you are drinking. And then from there, of course, as we were happy people, our mother was a very prayerful person and very courageous. So every time we came home, she encouraged us. She would tell us, you know, nyinyi ni watoto wa Mungu, Mungu atawasaidia na siku moja mambo yatabadilika na yamebadilika.
Yamebadilika, amen. Her words came to pass. Yeah.
So we would go to the nearby estates. They were called Kavaki farms and Kakuzi. We would go to pick coffee, and that is what we used to be able to feed on, and also to pay school fees to support our mom
Okay.
And we used to work hard. Tumesikia mtu amesema ati kama hujafanya kazi usile. That's a good principle.
Yeah.
Because our mother told us, if you want to eat, you must work and work very hard. So the principle of working was instilled by our mother very early. We would go, you pick coffee that you cannot even be able to carry, and thanks to a good mother. Kila mtu anachuna hizo kahawa anaweka kwa magunia, yeye anabeba kama punda. Because we couldn't even be able to carry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And somehow you also, this is how you went to school?
Yes.
Mugumoini
Primary School.
Yes.
It is in Section 9. It is in a very good place, and when you are going there, you are getting wahindis, and you don't have shoes, and sometimes you are not having very good uniform. Imeraruka na huku inaenda na macho pande.
Matochi.
So hiyo matochi alafu unachukua the cardigan unaifunga. And then of course when you get to school there are those ones who had, others didn't have, and you had to go through that mockery. I think I wore the first shoe in standard 4. I think they were hockey, this black and something white there.
Yeah.
That was the first shoe, and we valued it.
Who bought it?
My mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then later.
So from there, of course, with great difficulties, we went up to standard 7. Many times, whenever they would come to the class with those, they used to have papers like the one you have put there. When we saw it, you just went to the teacher's desk because you knew you would be sent home. Unachukua tu na unaenda nyumbani.
Yeah.
But by God's grace, we went to up to standard 7. And myself, I was late 1 year. And so we were together with my brother in the same class. We passed well with actually with the top marks that were there, 3As and all that. And from the same family, same school and same district, we were admitted at Alliance.
Ooh, you and your bro?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Same year, same place. That was unheard of. And those are the things that make me tell people, God is there.
Yeah.
If it had not been for God, I don't think I would be here.
Ingekuwa imeisha kitambo.
During that time when I'm telling you, I was staying in the chicken pen. It was cold, and one of my sisters, the last born, died of pneumonia. And our uncles could only comfort us by telling us we are also going to die like her.
No.
But thank God. You see, I didn't die. Eh?
Are those uncles still there?
They died having seen that God can do something.
Muliwafanyia manyenye bubu nyenye. But you forgive.
Actually, you know, sometimes it is good to do the opposite.
That's true. That's true.
So we supported even their children to go to school.
Yeah, you know their children didn't have any hand in.
They didn't have.
Yeah.
Even one of them, I was working when in a rehab. He was there, and he's a good son, and I'm very happy with him. Our cousins and all that, we still talk and we laugh about it. Because that time when we were young, them they would be bought clothes for Christmas. I remember this Christmas, Obinna.
Yeah.
You know, we were wearing our father's shirts because our clothes had been torn. So we got shirts from our dad, and you would wear it. And during Christmas, you would stay from Monday to Sunday. When the others go to church, pale unafanya kazi, unakimbia kwa mto. Then you would wash it and put it there to dry. You stay naked. I thank God it is not this season. Because I don't know how we would have survived. And we would do that. And we were happy children. We go and do it. And we didn't see anything big about it. Then there came this Christmas. Our uncle bought some clothes. And I didn't know that ready-made clothes are those clothes that are bought when they are ready-made. So he came with them. And the daughters were like me and my sister Agnes. I don't know where Agnes is. She's here with me today. And one was called Njeri, the other one called Wanjiro. And my sister was Wanjiro, I was Wanjiko. So they brought these wonderful, beautiful dresses, and they told us to go and try. See, we were very happy to remove these shirts. So we went, we came dancing, and we thought, what do you mean? How? Nyinyi? You can wear ready-made clothes, remove. So, and you know, it was Christmas when all the families are there. So my sister and I had to remove them, and then you go back naked. It was one of the worst things that
in
had
front of people?
Yes.
So what was the mistake of wearing the clothes?
They just wanted to mock us.
Oh, yeah.
So life can be having twists and turns, and I tell people, we have come from far, and God can bless you, and God can lift you from nothing, change you, transform you. And when people are looking at me these days, you see people admire, they want to ask to be like me. I tell them, just try. Try to be like me. If you want to be like me, you must also be ready to face the challenges that come with it.
Sure.
And so we finished Mogumoini, we went to Alliance. I went to Alliance for 4 years. Alliance is a place where you do sciences. So I left Alliance in 84, I went 85 and 86. I went to St. Francis Mangu, where I did history and religion. Then, of course, I was admitted to KU.
At Alliance, culture shock?
That was something.
Ulipata stima for the first time?
Sisi tulikuwa tunaongea Kiswahili cha ghetto. Hata kuongea kwa nini shule. Tulikuwa tunapatiwa hizi vitu zilikuwa zinaitwa montu. Unabeba kwa sababu sisi hatukuwa tunaongea kizungu vile. Sasa tulipoingia huko Alliance.
But it's English.
Unakuta kwanza our English teacher and the mathematics teacher wa mzungus. You look at that white lady, she's saying, one was called Camel, Miss Camel. I could not hear what she was saying for almost 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I could only see the numbers on the board. That's how I used to interpret what she's doing. Fortunately, when we went to Alliance, we found that the people who came, whether they were high class and all that, they were able to mix, and actually they understood our condition. And some of them, like Kinaivi Mativan and all that, they were there, and they would help us with our homework. Those who didn't understand what was said and all that, even though you knew what it was.
Yeah.
So it was a difficult, that culture shock. You are coming with sweet potatoes, you are coming, I don't know.
You used to carry sweet potatoes?
Of course, and chapatis and doma.
You carry nduma to school?
Yes.
Kwani wena Davido? He carries nduma to work.
Sindio, unabeba kile uko nacho,
Okay.
Then you'd go there, and then these other ones from the high class, they would come with chocolate, I don't know, cakes.
No,
they would come with the biscuits, and we would have a feast with the ndomas and guashes and chapatis.
Okay.
So it wasn't that bad, because the headmistress who was there, she was called Mrs. Waithaka. When you came there, you are all the same.
Yeah, that was good.
And to make you know that you are, she would stand at the at the office there. She would call all of you by the name, 3 names.
She knew all students by their names?
Yes.
All names?
Yes.
Siwe kijana?
Hapana.
Oh.
Dorcas Wanjiko Ikino.
How are you?
Yes.
Oh,
and she would do that as we are going to chapel in the morning. Oh, she was a wonderful. I wish I had such a memory.
Yeah.
And so it went well, and without all that school fees, and you ask yourself, how did it happen?
Yeah.
When we were in standard 7, you are admitted to a school you cannot afford. You don't even have school fees. You don't have uniform. You don't even have transport to go there. You don't even know where it is in the first place. You don't have even clothes to carry. You don't have shoes to wear. And then your mother tells you, you know what, God will provide. God is your father. That's what she told us. So she said, today, I don't want anybody to talk to me, but at midday, I promise you, you will go to school. So she took her stool like this. She sat outside. And you know, watoto ni watukutu. Tunaangalia kuona huyu bwana wake Mungu akija. So anakaa amekaa tu anaomba. So tunaangalia tu kwani huyu bwana atakuja saa ngapi. It was 8, 10, midday like this. There was a DC called Kevadi. He came. And he asked, there were these children who were admitted at Alliance. Have they gone? Because you know that time people used to know about one another.
Yes,
it's not
yes,
like
yes.
now where nobody cares what happens to people. So this DC, he took us.
Just like that.
To school. He paid 1 year. He bought us uniform. He gave us pocket money. And that was it. And from there, God helped us and we came out.
Oh, wow. Is he still alive?
He died the other day.
Okay.
And his children,
But
actually,
he saw.
Actually, the other day when I was in the office of the second lady, the children came to see me. And if you look, you'll see, you know, people sometimes think these stories we give are lies.
Yeah.
And it's true, they came.
Yeah.
They had an issue. And I was happy that they came to me.
Okay.
Because they considered me as their sister and our family as their family.
True.
So there are people who are generous and people who are good and who make things turn around for someone. That man, Duo Kevadi, did turn our lives around. And many others who supported us. That is why you see I am always out there with compassionate projects and programs. Because I know if that man had not come through for us, if God did not send somebody,
that's true.
Maybe I'll be somewhere else, still in the ghettos out there.
Yeah.
So whoever is in the ghetto, let them know there is a God who turns.
And it does wonders.
And you don't have to give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things may be difficult, challenges may come, but if you hold on, God will help you.
God will help you. This how you did, performed well, KU,
Yes.
pursuing education.
Yes.
How was KU? The same KU, ama there was another KU?
See, KU too.
Imekuwa tu hiyo location since?
Yes, it was there.
Ah.
In fact, when we were admitted there, I was admitted to one of the hostels called Rwenzori.
Okay.
And I opted to come out of the hostel to go outside and get a house at the... We used to get very good allowances then.
Okay.
University was good. It's not like this one today. You'd go there, you have your boom, and it was enough. You can imagine I rented a house and was able to support my mom with the
boom.
Yes.
Oh.
And some of my siblings.
Education funding model hiyo siku ilikuwa gani?
It was the best.
Okay.
That's how sometimes you hear me saying, at that point in time, I got my boom, and I wanted to settle my mom to remove her from Kiandutu to come and stay in a decent house. Okay. And so when I did that, I was able to pay for her rent. I was able to buy her wardrobe that time. You'd buy wardrobe, a good coffee table, and a sofa set. Zilikuwa zinaitwa jumbo. You
No. No. But Kevin would know. Kevin fought for independence.
Kevin umekalia hizo jumbo.
He was making them.
Tulikuwa tunazipata huko. Zimewekwa mpaka makaratasi kila kitu zimekaa. Lakini it was good.
It was nice, yeah?
It was nice.
Yeah.
And the gas cooker and all that. Then within a month, just to be called, and I was told there was a fire accident in my home. And what had cost it? The gas that I had bought my mom.
Oh, yeah.
It was so depressing for me because one of the neighbors died, tried to come and rescue one of the children who was there. And they were blaming my mom. At that point, I could not take it. I wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah, I heard the story. You did, I
Yeah.
think, in some Kikuyu radio station.
Yeah,
I
I wanted to commit suicide. When I went home and I found my mom now in tears, and I thought I was doing a good thing. Then, of course, that became, you know, a platform. I wanted actually to die. And this
Was that bad?
Yes, it was. If you go home and you find your mother, I wondered, why was I getting her from ghetto? She was okay. Why was I buying this gas cooker? What was it for? Had she been with her jiko, she would not have had this issue. And so I was blaming myself. I never talked to her, but I contemplated suicide when I found her crying. So this day I am at the campus, and I go inside one of the rooms, and then my friend comes. She was called in Kirote. She came and told me, there is a trip to go and see Moi and all this kind of stuff. That time there were district union, or the student district unions that used to go. The Dusas, the Murangas and all that. Even every district used to go to visit the president. And we were happy because we would eat and sometimes carry the spoons. Those decorated the hostels in the universities when you get something from State House. Okay. And so she comes and tells me, oh, there is this. And when I heard they were going to see the president, what came into my mind? I found the solution for what I want to do. So I left with her and went. The bus was there. It had come from Nairobi University. They used to come, they get from Nairobi University and KU. Guess who is standing there? Is a man dressed in a brown suit and a brown checked tie. It was Rigathi.
Yeye ana control, anapanga.
Yeye ndiye alikuwa chair. Kwa hivyo ni yeye anaandika. I thought he looked interesting. But, but of course that was not the reason I was getting there. So I had my own thoughts of what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, so that was to go to Cabernet Gardens. We went. Them, they are doing their things, and me, I'm still planning. And at one point, I found what I needed to do.
What was that?
The president was coming to speak. Mm-hmm. So I decided to dash. I was not going anywhere. I just was running towards him so that people can shoot me, and that would have been it.
You wanted to be shot by the security detail of the president?
Yes. So.
And you're saying it's smiling.
Yeah. So I ran, and I don't know how it happened. He also moved towards me. I hit him, actually. So.
He moved towards you?
Yes.
The president?
Yes.
And you guys met?
I was not going to meet him, so I hit him.
Oh, you hit him?
Yes, so I'm running aimlessly, but I knew where he was. So I thought, this is how heaven is.
So uligonga Moi?
Akashika hivyo.
Zawadi.
Took me. He could see there was something wrong. So I explained to him. He told me, you know what, life is like this, and things can be very hard. But I believe that God has a great destiny for you. I want you to come and see me. And for a week, he would counsel me like a father.
Oh, just like that?
Yes.
You would go see the president?
Yes.
Wapi uko?
See State House.
He is State House?
Yes, there was a man called Kiptanu. He was comptroller of State House. He would send the vehicle, and I would go, and he would see me, he would talk to me, until when he realized now I was okay.
Uko sawa.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Those are some of the things you never hear about.
Of course,
from
those are not things that many people don't know.
Yeah.
But he was a good man.
Okay.
He was actually a father. I'd never seen anyone, you know, of his stature. Then you go, then he's talking like a real father. He told me, you know, oh, you can be poor, you can have all these challenges around you, but what you need is to focus on God and the destiny he has for you. Because if you die now, how will you know what he has kept for you?
That's true.
And to his word today, I believe that God had a
Bigger plan, yeah.
Yeah, so, and it is that act of running across, that's His Excellency thought an act of cowardice was courage.
Oh, nani pia alikuone hapo?
Even him, he had the issues that he wanted to discuss. So the following day we met at
With
the
Rigathi?
State House, yes.
Uh-huh.
At State House with his mother. I don't know what they were doing there. He had already talked to his mother and told him, you know, there is a lady I saw there. Like Mama akamuuliza, ni graduate. My mother-in-law was an interesting one. He said, you don't marry Kariko, you marry
Oh, wow.
a graduate. So,
interesting.
So when he was told this is a woman I think I'll marry, he said, go, wenda mtafute. When he comes, we meet. He's trying to talk to me. I was not interested. I was never I was never out there to get married. One, I had told myself I wanted to finish school and take care of my mom and my siblings. Marriage was not in the picture.
Oh.
But that man is persistent.
Mistari.
Rigathi, nilimhepa miezi 6 na alikuwa nakuja campus every day, ninamwona tu. He never gave up.
Mr. Rigathi, 6 months.
Yes, he was coming and he would come with his friends. He had an alpha with a car in university. He used to work. Yes, he had something called Jaguar Disco or something. Yes.
Okay. So every day anakam kwa campus kukutafuta.
Yes, he was going around and trying to find me.
But
I would see him.
Then you hide.
Of course.
Why were you hiding? Now, umesema the first day ulimwona, you thought he was interesting.
He looked interesting, yes. The way
But from over there.
But I was not in for marriage. I didn't want to get involved. I was busy and having my background, I wanted to concentrate on my school. I wanted to get my degree. I wanted to become somebody. So from there, of course, after 6 months, he won.
Kujificha.
So we had...
What changed after 6 months?
I got tired of him coming and me hiding. And then I think one of his friends was able to get to know who one of my friends is Kirote.
Yeah.
So she actually tricked me and they said, you know, they have left. They asked to come and find they are just outside there.
Waiting.
Yeah.
I will listen to you now.
Yeah,
Let's
so
talk.
he said we can have a date. Yeah. But I told him, if we go on this date, you know me, I'm not the people you go to buy things. I will just go there, I'm the one to buy the dinner.
You paid the bill on the first date?
Yes.
You know, rumors are that umemkalianga. Si umesikia, si unaona?
Kumkalia.
Wanasemanga kwa street, hata politicians wanasema, oh, ni kama yendi ana make decisions, si unaona? So when you offer to pay for the date, wakasema?
He was very happy. He was very happy. One, he had not found somebody who would talk about buying and not being bought. So I told him the first one I would like to buy so that there are no strings attached to your dinners or your lunch or something.
Yeah.
He was a gentleman. He allowed it to happen.
So ulimpeleka wapi first date? So first date you took Rigathi, ulimtreat wapi?
Si pale Sunset.
So unasema ni kama nilikuwa huko pale Sunset.
Sasa hapa opposite the university kulikuwa na nini inaitwa Sunset Hotel. I don't know whether it is still there.
Ukampeleka nini, akakuja peke yake ama ni mbogi yake?
Actually alikuja tu na hiyo gari yake ya Alfa Sud. Ilikuwa ya red. So we went there, we sat of course.
Kakula.
We talked. I asked him about the family and everything because I really wanted to know why is he so persistent about this? Why does he want me? Why does he want a relationship and all that? Okay. Well, myself, I wouldn't. The next time I found him at home.
Huh?
Yes, he went to talk to my mom. He was very
Chief
bold.
Controller.
Yes.
He knew what he wanted from the onset.
Yes, and from there, the rest is history already, no? Anasemaga aliniweka box, lakini sijui. But I think his persistence may have put me there. Yes. And one, I also found him to be a man in the campus who was working and making ends meet. There were not very many men in that hall one, because I used to visit one there that would have a car. And he was busy.
Oh, he was also schooling in the same school?
No, he was in the University of Nairobi.
Ah.
Yes.
And he's working already?
Yeah. No, he's working inside there.
Ah, oh,
yeah, anapigia watu hizo inaitagwa mbogi au nini. alikuwa DJ.
Si alikuwa DJ. Oh, yeah. Alikuwa na hold it down.
So wale watu wakipata boom, yeye alikuwa ako na nini yake. Anawaita, they pay. And he was doing a good job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Met mom, said everything, kila kitu ka agree. So what happened? You moved out of school, and was this the time you became a banker? Because I understand also you did education.
No, I finished. I finished my school.
Oh, he allowed you to finish. He was like, we maliza tu. Ama the mom. Kasema, after degree kwanza.
After, tulikuwa tu 89 ndiyo alimaliza.
Oh, okay.
Mimi nilimaliza the next year.
Okay.
So we got actually married early. Yes. We were staying near Kahawa Wendani there in a one room like that. It was not big as this one.
Oh, okay.
It was everything.
Self-contained single room.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Okay.
Lot of love. You heard him saying about honey on the rocks or something. That's where he was saying them, those things.
He was a romantic guy.
Yes, he was. So he is even now.
Ah, haja change? Mwenye sasa yako busy na politics.
Kwani 37 years unafikiria ningekuwa hapo kama hakuna romance?
Si labda ni maziwa. Sasa unajua maziwa pia inafanya mtu anasema.
Maziwa gani tumetafuta pamoja? Yes, he came with his briefcase and mine. That is why women and men in the campus and young people, you must be able to come up and bring the wealth together. That's how you can make a good marriage.
Okay.
During that time when I'm getting my firstborn and all this, I would go to the Marigiti, I would buy some potatoes, I would make crisps, and he would go to sell.
He would go to sell?
Yes.
Ooh.
He was a DO, and I was a banker, a graduate trainee. A graduate trainee at that time would earn like 6,500. For him, he was earning, I don't know, 4,800 and something. And would combine that, and we would be able to pay whatever we needed, the bills. But we needed to expand that and to start investment. We started investing together.
Na 6,000. Kwani mlikuwa mnainvestia nini? Hizo waru hizo?
Si ndio, sasa 6,000 was a lot of money. My friend. 6,500. The house was 1,500.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In fact, the one which didn't have a bedroom was about 800. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have transport. Na alikuwa na kagari kake yako kadinga.
Oh, when was the last time I heard the word dinga? Hey, that's an old term.
Yeah. Alikuwa saa ingine tunakasukuma. Akileta madiambo huko barabarani akana betri.
Sukuma twende.
Ananiambia nisukume kwa sababu yeye ndiye drive. Kwa mauru hayo. Nikamwambia acha nikwambie, nilikwambia tununue betri ukakataa, mimi sisukumi, nikamwacha, nikachukua matatu nikaenda nyumbani.
Oh yeah.
Nikaacha
ukamwacha uraiwe na dinga yake.
Alikuja nayo later. But he knew we needed buy battery, mimi si battery ya kusukuma. So to many men who are there, you need to know that you need to take care. Sometimes this advice you hear people talking about, when you are married, you become one. And the Bible says you are naked and you don't feel ashamed. Okay. Many people in this country, and maybe this country worse, they believe that they don't believe in family. They don't believe in wives. They don't believe in children. They don't believe in husbands. And what happens is that they have their own opinion of how homes should be run. Like now I hear people like your verse ati namkalia, surely. Yes,
nimesema hivyo. That when una making decisions.
Siwe Obinna juzi mulikuwa na interview na huyu mzee. Huyo mzee unaweza kalia?
You know, so this is what people say. There's a way when a lady is submissive in a nice way, she gets to control the man without the man even knowing. Not the ones that come out being abrasive and because you are normally very soft spoken. Even the last time we met, you're very, oh my children, have you guys eaten? Nini no, kuleni kwanza before nini. Like you're very warm. So and then I also saw the way you warmed him, you served him, then you sat next to him when he was eating. I was just like, I'm like, oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah. I've met other politician couples wanasemanga atakula venye anataka nini. You are there when you wanted to start the interview, you're like hapana mpeleke maji warm, you are giving instructions. I was like, okay. So other people feel with you being there, when unambianga haya enda wakisha moto, anaenda anawakisha tena akakuja karia hapa tena unamwambia sasa ni kama wewe ndio.
To the contrary, I think there is something that is called love.
Okay.
And harmony within a family. And a man will decide how he wants to live with his wife, and a wife will decide how they want to live with their husband and the family. We have decided we are one unit, and we actually work together. I consult him most of the time. Even today, he was asking, oh, I am on the way, and you'll be having Obinna, I should have been there. I told him, it's okay, just take your time. You'll still be able to see it. But so you have to do what you are doing or what you need to do. In a family, you must live in agreement. The Bible says, if you cannot agree, you cannot work together. When couples agree, people have a problem with it. And they think it is the woman who is sitting on the husband or head pecking. I don't know what they say about it. But I think myself and my husband, we have come from far. We married early. We have brought up the children together. We have worked as partners together. And therefore, you find that there are some things that when people see it, they are not maybe normal. They would like where, you know, they say when we are going together, that is sitting on him. He's supposed to go with who?
No, anasema umpati time, unamfuata kila mahali kama kibeti. Mheshimiwa ameenda huko hapo kando yake.
Na wewe kwani hawa watu wao ndio wanataka kuwa kibeti yake? And when we are going, do you think he refuses me? If he doesn't want to go, there are many occasions where he goes, even he goes abroad. Like now he has been away for the last 2 weeks. I am at home. But I call him and I ask him, how are you doing, darling? How is it going? How was your day? I also watch what he's doing and what he's saying. And I pray for him as he's doing that he has wisdom and he has the courage and boldness to be able to finish what he's doing. I support my husband with his vision. And sometimes why you see me there is because he has asked me to be there.
Si wewe ndio umemwambia naenda na wewe.
I am very busy. If I wanted to be, I don't have to be there.
Okay.
But there are areas where we also want to show that families and marriages work. And they must work from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
And I look at some of the people, when you become rich and famous, when you become a politician, that does not mean that your family breaks.
Yeah.
It means you need even more cohesion, you need more unity, you need more love, you need a support system that when you are here, Obinna, and working, you know behind there is someone who is praying for you and waiting for you, that when you come, they will open the door for you, they will remove the coat for you, they will give you some warm water. You can see all this work you do is very hard. But then when you become rich and famous, you know what the community and the society wants is to you to be separated from your family. Your brothers are a problem. Your sisters are a problem. Your mother is a problem. How is it that every time somebody rises and the foundation was family, when they rise there, you want them to be isolated and to be with the public all over? When the impeachment came, how many did you see?
The family.
The family. So family is very important. And your husband and your wife, the most important. You started, both of you, you get the children, they go away, and you are left, both of you. So you start with the honeymoon and end with the honeymoon, and that is where we are. What is the problem with this public?
Tumeona tu muna overdo. So,
Aha.
hii labda si ukweli in the public venye munaipanga private si the same.
Kwa nini? Kama si the same, kwa nini tuko pamoja mpaka sai?
Public perception. When he does
Wakuje
something,
nyumbani.
Wakuje nyumbani. Sawa. Akichoma wewe mwambia. Akifanya kitu unamuita aje? Unamuita
Sweetheart.
Unamuita sweetheart. So
Ukitaka unamuita sweetheart. So that now he knows that we have codes, the way you communicate. Sweetheart,
okay.
then
It's a code for safety.
He knows we need to talk.
Okay.
Yes.
Kumbita na jina yake, anajua kimeumana.
Anaita honey, and then I know kimeumana kabisa.
Akikuita honey?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
Honey. There is a way he does it. Of course, the other one is honey. How are you? Honey. Then that is a different one. Ayo, anakwambia we need to talk.
Oh.
Yeah, hata wewe unachoma. So we are both human. We will make mistakes. And you asked about the bank.
Yes.
When I left the university, I went to Cooperative Bank Street. I never taught. A teacher can do anything. And I can tell you, I was one of the bankers that succeeded and rose to senior management. I resigned myself after 14 years.
You are the bank for 14 years?
Yes.
Ulianzia wapi kwa bank?
Graduate training, where you train on the telling, you go forex, you go to the front office, you go all those ones, the ledgers and all that, so that you can be able to know where the difference is.
Okay.
You did that 6 months, and after that you went into management straight. So your salary jumped from 6,500 to 120,000 in 1990.
Yo! If 6,000 was a lot of money that time, now 100,000?
Yes. And that's how we
That's
started. We were
serious
investing.
money.
Even him, he was working and doing a lot of business as a duo. He's doing many businesses, and we would come together and we invested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the best decision that you guys made then that when you look back now you're like, yeah, that was the right decision?
One is to get married early.
Okay.
Number two is to have children early.
Okay.
Yeah, now the children are out of the way, and you can be able to actually actualize yourself. You can go out there and work And the children now, they support us. Yeah.
Okay.
I had put my plan out that
Yeah.
I would work until I'm 45 years,
Okay.
then work another 10 years until I'm 55 in the family business. After that, I would take off and do what I love doing,
Which is?
helping the people
Ah.
and doing my benevolent ministries,
Oh,
which I
okay.
do.
Also, it was already planned.
Yes.
Okay, nice, nice. Then you left the bank. Why did you leave the bank?
One of the reasons that I left the bank was the family.
Okay.
Yeah, in the bank, banking those days, although people respected people, you had to leave at 5 and come back sometimes 11, midnight, and you have young children. Okay. So the man Rigathi you keep talking about and thinking that he's not a good, he's the one who was there for the children. Even sometimes because the work was too heavy, he would go for Parents' Day and all that. Unlike many fathers I see, he was very present, and yet he was a deal. He would stay with the children. When he was in Limuru, Keith was a small boy, and he would be left with the child. He would go to office, come check, and then I remember one time Keith was asked by the father, "Can you bring me some water because you are my friend?" He said, "No, you are not my friend at this time." And everyone was shocked. Why? They are not friends at this time. He said, "You've been with your friend there from morning."
That's you?
No, the phone.
Oh.
You see, he was working at home,
Ah,
so
I
all
got
the
it,
phones were coming when
Okay.
he's there. So he told him to send the friend they were been laughing with.
Oh, yeah.
From morning.
What did he do?
He disconnected that's a whole phone. There was no phone in that house from that day.
It hit him.
Yes.
Yeah, people normally have that moment. You're like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Oh, that was
That
a
his
nice way to
son
take it.
was jealous of something that there was no, that he
Happens.
could do something about.
Yes, yes.
So he's a man that I know, a good father.
Okay.
You should have seen them when they are young. He comes in the with the crown they are talking about, and he's wearing that kofia.
Yeah.
The children are waiting at the door. "Daddy, daddy, daddy, horse." And then he would remove, put it on the table, and it goes on 4. They ride him faster, 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 faster.
Oh, that's the type of father he is.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And then, of course, the APs would wonder, how can he do this?
Oh,
They would
that's...
take that castic of his. Faster,
Yeah, couple,
faster, faster, faster. And that's the kind of person he is. Out there, of course, he is another man.
Yeah, he's a lion
But,
huko nje. Well,
yeah, but he needs that.
okay.
But even there, you ask many people who have come close to him, they'll tell you of a different story.
Okay.
So the best thing was to get married early. The next one is to work together, because we work together through all the times. The wealth we have worked together.
Built together.
Yeah. So we know the tenets of all these things.
Najua kila kitu
Yes.
imetoka wapi,
Tunajua
imejengwa aje.
imejengwa namna gani.
Okay.
Wengine sasa wanamwangalia huko, anafikiria wengine wakisema ati namkalia ataanza kuniacha waingie wapi? Hakuna mlango.
Hautoki?
Yeye tu pengine
Kabisa,
anaweza
kabisa.
enda. Hata tumeongea, ulisikia akisema.
Eh.
I thought the moment I came and I was given that certificate, I came missing. I became a master's by the time I left. So everything that is his is written master, I just add S. You think that is a small thing?
The line has been drawn in the sand. Hakuna kutoka hapo.
Mi siondoki na siendi. Kwenda wapi?
But you know, the position that he is right now, when people see him now, there are people who are trying to throw wanaosha miguu huko ndani.
They do many times. Even they try to send messages. They call
Warembo.
me. Yeah, they call me. They send message. You know, your husband. Some call me. You know, I'm your friend. I would like to talk about your husband. I ask him, whose husband is it? Yours? And then have I sent you to spy on him? And when you are seeing him, whatever it is that you want to tell me, because I don't allow them. I tell them, when you are seeing him, where are you? Are you somebody's wife? What were you doing there? Where was your husband?
Oh.
They never called me again.
Ah, that's interesting. We si wale wa kusikia, niambie. Ati umesikia aje?
Why? What for?
That's what most people do. Kwanza akilala unaenda kwa simu yake una
Simu?
Yeah, akilala unachukua simu na nini?
Hata haina password.
Yeah. Umejuaje haina password?
Because sometimes he asks me to check things there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wewe external pressure no. We baki na huko.
Let me tell you, women, then young couples, you are having too many problems you have created. Why do I need to know? Like now you are here. You have all the women around and all that. That is the gift God has given you. And you attract very many. Some want to hug you and send pictures so that your other half would want a problem. And you know, and by the time she's causing for what? Si anakujaga nyumbani. Akitoka kule ameenda, anaanguka kwangu. And he chose me and I chose him.
Yeah.
And the baseline is trust. And also knowing that I never married an angel. If I wanted an angel, I would have gone to heaven. And I would not be here.
That's true. That's the line. You never married an angel.
So, if you want an angel, then go to heaven. And I'm sure I will find you there.
Okay.
Because you can't stay here. Everybody has their own weakness and they have their own strength.
Okay.
As a couple, what you do is fund one another on the right side. Make sure that you have dialogue, you discuss, and don't keep things. Because the young people here, you explode, you know, they're like explosives. Every day, for what? How does it help you? Even if you're a man or a woman. You married somebody who was born from another family altogether, brought up in a different way. Me, I grew up in a ghetto. Him, he grew up in Wamunyoro. The families were different. So when we come together, we have to work it out. And by the way, we have not stopped working it out, even now. Yes. We are still working out the marriage.
Aishangi?
Hapana. Itaisha mukidedi.
So you guys disagree sometimes?
Of course we do.
Ile mbaya ile?
Hata mbaya zaidi.
Then munarudi aje muna align?
One thing I decided, and what I was taught by my mother, if you have your own issues, because sometimes the quarrel comes from, you know, a perception, you know, and you see someone or you hear those things that people keep telling you all the time, and you want to discuss, maybe he's busy and all that, so you get angry because he is not communicating and you need to come and discuss this thing. So sometimes he's tired, you don't get time. So what you do, you don't move from the matrimonial bed. You sleep on one side and face that way and he faces that way. And of course, if you don't take things, I don't know, you are going to your home for what? If you are married, you are married. And if he's not beating you physically, this I must be very categorical. He has never beaten me. If he did, mimi hiyo mambo tungemaliza kitambo. As long as there is no physical,
abuse,
and all that, then and he respects you, he has been there funding my dream, standing by me, making sure that whatever I wanted to do in ministry, he's supporting me. My dreams, he funds them, he funds them, and I also stand with him. So then that is where many marriages don't work. Because you want, you know, you came with your baggage. You want this man to love you. You don't even tell him how. Some of these people who are coming from somewhere, they don't even know what this love is all about. Some come from some families where they exchange things for love. So that man or that woman would want to buy you things. He thinks that is love.
Yeah, that's
then
true.
he brings
That's
you
true.
these things, and then you do not even appreciate. I remember one of my friends who were separating, and I was doing the counseling. She was brought a beautiful car by the husband, but the car, I think it was maroon. When she came out, and the husband had called even some of us to come and see it and appreciate and make a surprise. Well, he was shocked. He was shocked.
She didn't like the car or the color?
What kind of a car is this? I don't like this color.
Wow.
You could see the man was crushed completely. And he said, "Chukua gari peleka, enda nayo." Hakuwa na ingine.
Something that you can just change the color later.
Let me tell you, even if my husband bought me a dress and I didn't like it, I'll wear it. And that's how it's supposed to be. He went into a shop, took his time, thought it through, saw the color. He thought, he's your husband. He actually thinks that is the best.
Yep.
And if that is what he thinks is the best, wear it.
Songa nayo.
Yeah. Who else do you want to see it? It is him. If he's happy with it, just wear it and be happy and make him happy.
What's your take on when your husband tells you to stop doing something? For example, he tells you, I don't like ABCD of your friends, or I don't like you going that place, or I don't like you dressing that way. What's your take on that?
Well, sometimes we have to sit and discuss.
Okay.
Why that friend,
Okay.
why that dress. But if he says no to it, there's nothing big about it. Just don't dress that way.
The now families now are different. Mwanaume akisema mwanamke anaambia pana, my dress, my choice. Is that thing one. Number two, you can't tell me about my friends. Me, I know my friends better. Especially when you find maybe it's the lady and now she has more male friends. They are stuck, you go, pana. They're never, they don't have bad intentions. Me, I know, so I'll do what I want.
Well, when you made a decision to be with someone, there is a place you compromise, and there are other places you agree to disagree, but it should not be a fight. Okay. You should be able to convince him why you think this company of this lady or this man is the best company, and what value does it add? If it adds no value and it causes so much conflict in the family, why should you continue? If it is something that adds value to the family, because everything is centered on the joy, your joy, and your joy should be together with the joy of the other person. You are partners.
Yeah.
And therefore, if something is incensing your husband so much or your wife so much, you need to discuss it. What is the value of it? If it is valueless, just leave it. Why would you want quarrels every day because of a company that does not add any value to you or even to the family, or it embarrasses you as a woman or as a man? Because there are some companies that sometimes we keep without understanding, and then you go and find that those companies are actually causing you more damage as a person, as a man or as a woman. And therefore, you need to work on them and make sure that you discuss. Okay. The best thing is to have that discussion. And that's why perhaps many people, he says, I consult with Pastor Dorcas, and people are unhappy. That's why they say he's sad. When we go there, he also knows that I went to school. I'm not just a mere housewife. I'm a person who has worked as a banker. I've worked even during their 2022 and all this, when we've been going from Madeira to all that. I also get involved in his vision. And therefore, sometimes you find us together working.
Okay.
And those, some of the things, I also tell him some of the things which I think are not adding value to him, or he needs to straighten some edges. Okay. He also tells me. And therefore, I don't see why then it would be my dress, my choice. Yes, my dress, my choice. It is. But then he's with me. What if he doesn't like when I wear very short dresses now? Even, even going with the stature, sometimes the status dictates different. Like now, if you came here with a T-shirt that is open and everything, and then you are trying to do something, somebody will tell you, Obinna, please. Yeah. I'm sure somebody from somewhere who loves you will tell you, hiyo kitu.
Hapo umecheza chini.
Hapo si mzuri.
Okay.
So we have to listen to one another, and we must also not have that trust deficit. Trust deficit in a marriage is what causes very many to separate.
Trust deficit?
Yes.
Okay.
When you cannot allow your husband to live there, when they leave, you start calling, hello, where are you now? Who is that laughing? I hear women who are laughing behind there. Yes. You go, you find them, they have gone for lunch or something, or it is a business something, then you come, you sit there, and then you think that because it's a woman, it must be sleeping with them, surely. Myself, I worked as a banker. I am a preacher. I meet with men. He is also told many stories. You had somebody who was talking nonsense. And because there is no trust deficit between me and my husband, there was nothing. Even if you try to do anything, he will do nothing about it. Because he knows me very well. If he wants, he will find out himself. He will not wait for Obinna to come and tell him. Neither will I wait for Obinna to come and tell me.
Yeah.
I will discover, what I discover myself is what I ask. What people tell me, in fact, they should just stop wasting their time. 37 years is a long time. I know him better than the back of my hand.
Trust deficit. That's what's ailing most of the relationships we're having now. Kiambia umeshashtuka, you don't trust your guy. Equally, you start questioning. But for her, like she said, you have to be 100%, not 50-50. Wasema, nani mtu wangu? Hata usinilete, rudisha huko. Okay. Have you had moments where you felt like you wanted to walk out?
Go where?
Okay, wrong question.
I told you if there's somebody to walk out, it's him. Me, I already have security guards around me. Kevin and Keith, sisi tunakaa tu. Naenda atarudi.
Nyinyi muko tu.
Hakuna mahali anaenda. Na hakuna mahali naenda.
Okay.
After you have a son of 36 years, why would you want to go where?
There are people who do.
For what?
See, they chose themselves, they chose peace.
Which peace?
Mambo ni mingi.
Si unaona hata wanaendaga. I have seen very many people who think single life is okay. But after some time, you find they still need that companion. You need a friend, you need somebody, you need consistency. You can't always be alone. God said it is not good. Okay. He didn't say you are not good. He said it is not good for you to be alone. You need a helper. And I'm a helper to my husband. Let me tell you, I will help him. Even when people shout at the top of the roofs, I am a supporter of my husband, 100%. He talks the truth, I tell him talk it, say it again. As long as it's the truth.
Okay.
Yes. So you keep telling him, don't say, I tell him, my dear, you have done well.
Oh.
You told them that this killing is not good? Yes, that's good. That's what the Bible says.
Okay.
He said no abductions.
You endorse it.
How he says it is another thing.
Oh. It's pretty graphic. Unaona anapatiwa tear gas left, right and center. Kwanza hiyo tear gas imesemekana mnatengenezanga mnajirushia tear gas zenyu.
Really? I wish I knew how to make it.
Penye munaenda tu ndio tear gas inakuja.
Sasa factory iko pande gani kama ninajua.
Nino mnaitengeneza sasa. Anasema tunaenda kanisa gani? Bebeni tear gas kujeni mtulipulia alafu mambo ichemuke.
That's an interesting angle.
Yeah. How do you guys handle the tough times? Because your husband and yourself, you've weathered everything politically now. In the public space, there's scrutiny, there's political upheavals, like there's always something happening. How do you guys handle this? Do you have moments where you sit back and say, hiyo tia gasi ya leo ilikuwa moto. Kitu tuachane na ama ni how do you handle it? And the kids, how do they take it?
Sometimes it's very traumatic for both of us, the children, myself. You know, you are there and then you unagoja ma breaking news.
Yeah.
Sijui nini, imeenda, imerudi, sijui nini. But I know one thing is that we believe in one thing, in prayer. When it is, we are prayed. And the other one, we have confidence in God being able to protect him. And the other is that what he's doing is for public good. There are some sacrifices to make, and he has chosen his path. He's a politician, and in and outside he is. And so, and he's a public servant. And therefore, you just have to allow him to go. And sometimes it's hard. Yes, it is. It is. I can't tell you that we celebrate when tear gases are thrown and people are shooting his cars and all that. It's also very expensive for the family, because all those cars, they have to come. They are repaired, they go back, they are stoned, you bring back. And of course, above all, not only him, but even the people who go with him. You know, they are always in constant danger, so we have to pray and ask God to give us the strength. One thing is that he continues to call and to give comfort. Even when he's there and he has seen the breaking news and all this, he calls and says or sends a message, we are okay. Yes.
Do you fear for him?
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I can see, I can't tell him whether he ameacha au anaendelea, is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you fear for yourself? Because I've also seen pia yo occasionally umekula tear gas. Ama pia sasa ushazoea.
You know, when you have a call in your life, if you believe in something, you must go for it and continue and push to the end. There are many people who have lived, others have died on a cause. I've seen even the Honourable Raila, when he believed in a cause. And he died believing in it.
Yeah.
And he did what he needed to do. It must be done. And therefore, when you have called in your life, you are not like the people who have called themselves into something. Those who call themselves into something, they fear and they run away. But when you have been called, you find you will move, and it is to the end. The sacrifices that have to be made, you make them.
True.
Yes.
So these are sacrifices?
It's a sacrifice you have to make. It's a decision you have to make. It's personal. Okay. It has nothing to do with the people. And when we sat as a family, he said this is his path. And so we support him.
Yeah.
And also ourselves, yes.
What's the way out? What's the final on this dream, the political space? What's the end game?
The end game is he gets to where God has called him.
Okay.
Yes. And we will support him. He says he's going this way as we are there with him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And for you, do you have any dreams and ambitions in political space on your own? Because a little bird told me, unataka kuwa women rep.
Women rep?
Yeah. Nilisikia tu.
If I was to go for any city to be the president seat, how can I go to women rep really?
Okay. Sorry, boss. Hey, jeez. Breathe.
Not that I have any ambition in that area.
Okay.
I have work to do, and a lot of it. Okay. And that is to the widow, to the orphan, to the people with disabilities. I have too much work to do. Okay. And my work is to preach, to give them empowerment programs, and to be able to reach them, to my boy children who are out there, and I love them, and I can see them suffering. If only I can be able to reach and touch their lives and transform them, that would be the best gift that God could give me. That is all I want. I want to see them happy. I want to see them chase their dreams. I want to see them become fathers. I want to see them become leaders. I want to see them change from being people who are being misused to people who can sit and be able to be called somebody. And you saw we were able to work with a number of them. And thousands of them came and changed. When you saw my ordination, I have 50 couples out of my boys. When they came there, I was the happiest mother. You know, they came there. Even people were asking, hey, these ones, they have beautiful wives. I asked them, you wanted them to have ugly ones?
Wamepata mali.
Nani anawakwambia ati just because somebody gets lost and is having a challenge does not mean that they are not human beings. They are good, wonderful men, and I will continue to fight for them.
Continue to fight for them.
Maybe you'll be one of these days we should go for affirmative action for the boy child.
Game on.
Yes,
I do the walk.
And we start, is it a mida? When there is a feeder, we start a mida one.
Do you know the most interesting thing is that we have that actually in our plan as Obinna TV Studios. And actually that's what it's called.
Yeah, mida.
Federation of Male Attorneys.
Yes, we need actually to work on the boy child.
No, as called FEMA.
Yeah.
FEMA.
FEMA.
Like FIDA, I was called FEMA, Federation of Male Attorneys. But well, we'll get round to that. Yes. Today is about you. Another thing that is very out there about your life is your spiritual life. And so today when we put up the poster, so I got called by Burale. You know Pastor Burale?
Yes, I know.
So Burale called me. So I've seen a missed call. I'm like, sorry, kapiga Burale. I'm like, niaje? See your pastor ni reverend. I'm like, okay, sorry. Yes, she's now a reverend. She's not a pastor. I'm like, hey, breathe.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you got ordained to be a reverend. Yes. But now, before all this, you quit banking. You resigned as a professional banker somewhere in 2006.
Yes.
So that you can serve the ministry full time.
Yes.
How, why? And then uliokokea wapi along the path?
To okoka mimi niliokoka nikiwa mtoto. When we are living in Kiandutu, my mom would be coming to look for me. You know, the Wakorinos, they used to have hizo ngoma zao huko. So they would, when those drums would beat, I was attracted to them. One, because of the way they would spin and they would dance and fall and all that. So I would go there.
Okay.
And then there were crusades that were coming in Thika Stadium. And every time we'd go there, we were called altar call. And you saw, as children, you would just put your hand up, you go, you get saved. You got saved many times. I don't even know when exactly, which one I got saved completely, but I got saved
numerous times.
Every time there was an altar call to get saved. Then, of course, when we went to Alliance, you know, that was the Alliance is Alliance of Churches. So it is run by churches. That time, we had youth that were strong. We have the Maranathas who used to come, Weekend Challenge and all that. And we were working, and from there I would go for event crusades during holidays. We'd go to Diguna and all this. So I grew up knowing God and loving God. In any case, my mother told me when I was a young child, God was my father. And therefore, I followed this father, and he has never disappointed. Okay. And so when I was working as a maid, as I told you, I told God, if you will give me, you will bless me to get even clothes and to have a house, I will serve you.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm working, and I feel this push to stop and go ministry. That one time I was in the bank, cooperative bank, and I've worked for many years. After 10 years, you could retire.
Okay.
But when I asked my husband, he said, no, you can't retire this early. So I pushed another year, and I could feel the push towards going to serve. because I wanted to release myself and to go and actually serve the vulnerable populations. I didn't have time and all that. So this day I hear, and was very clear, it is time. I resigned.
Just like that?
Yes.
It's time from where?
Yeah.
How did you hear it's time? Like in your head?
I knew from what I'd been feeling
Okay.
and the way that I was going. You know, it was in my mind throughout.
Okay.
And I would want to avail time. I was going to the prisons. We are doing this ministry for widows. I was going to Kisaju. I was going to Joro. I'm doing all this, but they were not harmonizing with the work that I was doing. The other thing is that I also wanted to stay with my children because that is another calling I have. So one day I just go resign, and then I went to my husband. My husband, I hadn't given him. I went to Bishop Mureithi, and I told him, you know, I want to resign, and I've resigned. He asked me, are you sure you have heard God? He told me, if you have heard God, true, he will be with you. If you have not heard God, woe unto you. That gave me confidence that if God was in it, it was going to be okay. So I came, I brought my husband, and finally he said, since this is what you want, you tell me, what will you do now after bank? No. And that's how we started the Rideau Furniture Mart business. It was on the side of Bomas there. I used to make those jumbos sofas. And within no time where Gareria was, I put another kibanda that was very big. I was selling. So people would come there, oh, this was a banker, you know, she's there in the dust and all that. So I would do the furniture. I would also go to Marigiti. I sell things, and I started
They are saying your sound.
Sofas. Within no time where Gareria was.
What's happening to the mic? Oh, you want to fix the nini? Oh, okay. So what we do, so you go for a commercial break, then you fix the cable. So there's an issue with the cable. So I just to fix, and then we continue. So we're going for a short commercial break. We're going to be right back. This is Obinna Show live. We're having Reverend Dorcas Rigathi live. Her story, where is she from? Why is she so passionate about boy child, about the ministry, about loving and being there with and for her husband? That is what we are delving into. But for right now, let's talk about Kenya Glamour. If you want to look beautiful, this is a place to go check this out. I'm standing in this beautiful space known as Kenya Glamour. What we do is we specialize on making you look beautiful, or better yet, beautifully amazing, with quality, grade A, or better yet, A1 material. I'm talking about clothes. Kama ni luku, Kenya Glamour got you sorted. Hizi manguo hapa buda, hizi luku hapa, hii luku imepanda ndege. Suit moja idonda, ndio hii sasa. We are located on Koinange Street, just opposite Kemu Towers. This building is known as Kenya House Complex. Just on the ground floor, you'll just see Kenya Glamour. Ingia ndani. Pitia sema ni Obinna amekutuma, leta familia, leta mpwa wako, akuje tumbalishe hivi.
Unajua watu wangapi wanatamani kupata mama kama mimi, mwenye pesa zake, mwenye hela zake, mwenye mali yake, mwenye bling zake.
Meaning there is a possibility that there may be babies somewhere.
No,
there may be.
I pour outside.
Please stand up. Thank you. You are welcome.
Wow, are your walls looking plain and uninspired? Transform your space with premium wall panels, elegant marble PVC with stunning backlighting, and modern floating TV stands. All designed to give your home a luxurious, timeless finish. At Mr. Frames Kenya, we offer top quality designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you're going to a classic or modern look, we've got the perfect solution for your home or office. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0705 759 102 or connect with us on social media. Mr. Frames Kenya. Mr. Frames Kenya, where style meets affordability.
Welcome back, karibu tena. This is Obinna Show live. We talk to the who. We talk about the what and the why, coming live and unscripted. Most definitely, if you listen keenly, you're going to get some educative material. I'm out to entertain. Yote tisa kumi. That is why we get to do this. So the sound is back. Wacha tuangalie kama sound iko fiti. Kwenye comment sections, guys like you. Hata hao ndo alituambia Mike. Nilikuwa naangalia hapo Mike, yawa Mike. I'm like, hey, kumbe muna pay attention. I'm like, kumbe story imebamba.
Ulikuwa unafikiria ni Mike ameingia.
Yeah. So nilifikiria mtaka niulizie Mike mgani? So I tell you, do you know a Mike? Kidogo. Yeah. But so far so good. Okay, okay. Mike. She's always glowing. Very nice. Mama Boyz, big up for supporting Riggy G. We pray for you to continue supporting Mzee. Naye kusupport. Musapotiane. Ukiendea kiti ya women rep. Yeah. Wajaribu next time.
Yeah.
Davido, Mike iko sawa sasa? Yeah, you can pass. Someone needs to pass. Wacha Dapaman anafanya, hiyo ni shughuli ya Dapaman.
No, it's okay. Let me take this.
Yes, amesema maji iko tu sawa.
That's a sister I was telling you.
Oh, this your sis. Huyu mulikula naye kunguni. Anaweza onwa. Si ukuja hata utusalimie watu waone sister mwenye pia. Aya. Napenda kuwa busy. So huyu pia kunguni limkula. Hebu nione hizo mguu hata akai. Mungu hawezi. Oh, nice. Okay.
Mungu ni baba yetu, alitufanyia mambo.
Liwapanga vizuri. Yeah.
Hizi viatu naona tulikuwa nazo.
Okay.
And when you'd go like this.
Vidole. Haikuwa forever. Okay. Haya, nyinyi wenye mulintafia na kipindi mkatuambia Mike, mtuambie tuliwachia story wapi? Ndio nione kama mna pay attention. Where was the story? Story ilikuwa wapi? Write it on the comment section below. Tuone story ilikuwa imefika wapi? Hey, Mama Boyz on top. Okay. Ask Pastor, does she think politics in Kenya aligns with Christianity? Iko sawa. Ambia mama atutunzie baba yetu, tunamuombea sana. God, mama yetu is Riggy G born again. Watching live from State House. Kwanza hii wamesema hii, ask Pastor if she thinks, sign reverend guys, if she thinks that politics in Kenya aligns with Christianity. Hii kuna siku mulituombea. Vinye mulichukua uongozi. Hayayayayayay. Mulituombea mpaka tuko tuzile. Mukaleta anaitwa Don Moen. Alikuwa Benihin. Mukaleta Benihin. Mpaka sasa Wakenya tumechanganyikiwa tuko zile. Okay. Tumegeuka kukua nini mambo. What was happening?
It cannot happen otherwise.
So tuanzia hapo kwa politics na tuseme tu religion.
Yeah.
And then now to tie in hapa, mulikuwa mnaomba too much.
Kuomba?
Yeah.
Unajua kuomba ni kawaida. In fact, Biblia inatuambia pray without ceasing. You pray without ceasing. One thing that people must understand, religion and politics can never be separated.
Okay.
Dirty politics, yes. There is a difference between dirty politics and religion don't mix.
Okay.
But politics, what is politics? It's governance, good governance. We are talking about building roads. We are talking about good economy. We are talking about providing water. We are talking about having good sewer lines. We are having drainage in a city like this. If we are to say that politics and religion don't mix, what they are trying to tell the preachers is that they should never criticize bad governance. And I think that is not the right thing to do. Okay. And I want to remind them that when we come to religion and politics, it did not even start with us. It started with our God. It started a theocracy where everybody was ruled by God. And God was the minister for health. He even, if you go to Leviticus, he used to tell people how the women would deal with menses. He would tell people how to clean their houses, how you would deal with even the skin, leather that you are using. He was the one who was healing his people. He led them. Until people wanted to become like any other person to be ruled by men. But if you look apart from Africa, religion and politics go together. Go to the United Arab Emirates and go to the Muslim world. There is no boundary between religion and politics. Okay. You go to the Vatican City where the Catholic where the Catholic Pope stays. He's a politician come the religious leader. Okay. It is only here, if you go to India, same thing. You find that the politics, but the politics we are talking about is dirty politics. You know, many people believe that politics is dirty, but it needs to be cleaned. Because if politics cannot be able to answer to the call of people when people are hungry, it cannot be able to answer to the people's when they need the help of government. They cannot answer to that corruption, compromise. Then what are we talking about? Then there must be somebody who is going to tell them this is wrong. And that is where now you find religion is told you sit aside as corruption continues. And people have issues where they kill our children and we are told to keep quiet. It cannot be. And you will be surprised that from now on, you find all the same politicians who tell us you don't need to mix the religion. They are ever in churches. Why are they there? If they don't mix, you will find them Sundays, they come there. They are human beings with a spirit. There is no man who is made up without a spirit. And the spirituality of man is what makes the difference. Because when a man decides from the inside, things change. I told you the other day that we introduced in our rehabilitation something that was called spiritual. And that's why we must allow people to connect with their spirit. My boys would actually make a decision. A decision is not made in the physical world. It's actually made inside the mental, the person, the spirit person. Once he's convinced he needs to change, that is what changes things. And that is what we are saying. There is no way you would have a government without conscience. And the conscience of a government is planted in the spirit. Because you know in your conscience this is wrong. You know killing is wrong. It's morality. It is the decency of government and governance. And if we can do something about it, then I beg to differ with many that when I want a good road or I want good education system, I want a good health system, then I'm told I am a politician. You tell me I am a pastor and now I'm reverend. I've been watching myself and I never go to sleep in heaven and come in the morning. The challenges that face any other person faces the Christians. It faces the Muslim. It also affects the Hindus. It affects every person. And therefore, to separate and say that morality of a people and the conscience of the people must be blocked so that we can say government or religion and politics don't mix, I think it is the wrong thing to do and the wrong way to go. So politics will never be separated from religion, because what are we saying? Does it mean that now that the Christians or the Muslim will be passing or buying things less? They have to say, if taxes are high, we tell you they are high. That is not politics. It's a way of life. And religion is actually a way of life. It is like the way you breathe air. It is dictated by the manner of principles that follow for good life. And therefore, when you tell me that we cannot speak these principles to the people who are in government and tell them this thing is hurting the people, that is called politics in this country. We tell them, like now, people died in this Nairobi.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are going to be buried? Because somebody somewhere is not doing their work. But when you talk to them, they say you are playing politics. Politics and life, you cannot joke around. And I think it is time that people knew good governance is actually religion.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, most people have this issue of, even myself, politicians hiding in religion. And we ask, is it legitimate? Are they being real? Like you see a politician who has very questionable character, and you see them in church, and they're like, why are you hiding in church, or why are you pretending? I'm like, hey, kama unaomba ukweli, kwani unaomba Mungu mgani huyo? So you look at their behaviors, you look at whatever religion they're going to, you're like, hapa hivi kuna shida. Then also this thing for, they go for a church service, then now they start doing politics in the church. You're like, now this is the house of God. Why can't we do it outside? So there's that confusion as well. What do you think around that?
Now, having served in the church, one thing I know, that's why we say there is no difference between an individual, the way they express themselves. In fact, the church is a hospital. Every person must come to the church. It is the church that transforms the people. Even the bad ones. If you hear the testimonies of the people who followed Jesus, like Paul, who was Saul before, he was a murderer. But when he got to meet Jesus, things changed. And he became the person who was now serving the people and wrote two-thirds of the Bible, the New Testament. Same person, transformed. But you must understand there is nobody who can stop you from going to the house of God. It is not the house of the pastor. It is not the house of the bishop. It is the home of everybody. And that's why we tell even our children, when we go out there and we find them in the street, you have heard I told them, run to the church, run to the mosque. Why? Because that is where they can be understood. But if we were to say the house of God is for the holy people, then what are we saying? If it is for the righteous, then we close them, because the righteous are already going to heaven. We need the people who need to come and start to understand the difference between what God wants and what they are doing. Even you, when you are Christian and you go to politics, would you want us to come and chase you away now that you have entered politics? The other thing is you need a place where you can be invited. In fact, church should be a place where every sinner comes, where a prostitute comes and is transformed and he is loved, where a drunk enters and they are treated the same. That is what religion is all about. But the religious for the righteous, that one, I think it is another level, and maybe we need to discuss. The altar cannot be discredited by a person who comes. Actually, it is the opposite. When a bad person comes to the altar has a way of changing them.
Okay. I've seen some who the altar is struggling to change. Now, let's go to this story for when you left the banking. Then you started the ministry part. Then you said you started some biasharas. That is where we are, the jumbo seats. That is where we are before the microphone started.
Mat.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was making the seats out there, and my husband was working in still in government. So he would come, he would help me to remove the seats and go. He comes again in the evening. And then one day when I'm just sitting there, Mzungu comes, he was MD for Uchumi. And he came and said, you know, I would like to partner with you. And I was looking for the person he was talking about, because we are having a few seats there, and we are marking the Juakari one and all that. Yeah. And so he said, yes, we want to give you space in the supermarket where you come, you display these seats, and when they are bought, we share commission of 5%. I will not ask you for rent and everything.
Or they take 5%?
Yes. And you know, that's how now the Rido Furniture Mart became big, and we were in all chumis and everything. And God helped me I say God is always on my side. Because when now we were able to put them there, I didn't need to worry about the Kanjo coming to demolish my structures. They had done many times. But now they were in a safe place and would sell, and I was able to do my ministry. Yeah.
So viti zinajiuza huku?
Yeah.
Wewe unaendelea kupiga ministry huku?
Yes.
Oh, so umeuza viti, that's interesting.
Yeah.
For many
years. For many years. You tell me.
Umesema material ukiguza hivi umejua hii.
I would know the fake and the real.
Unaenda kununua nafikiria hujui kumbe unapima kala hii material hizi hard.
Hata siku hizi wananipigia kuniuliza kama I can repair. There are some people I sold almost 20 years ago and they still call. But I refer them to some of the people who worked for me because I helped them to start their own. Okay. And so we have like Farmart and all those ones. If you go there, you'll find the people who actually did the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then this went on, business hapa kule nini. 2011, you ordained as a pastor.
2011, I was ordained as a pastor.
Yes.
I used to be from House of Grace. I started as a Nasha. I became an elder there. And one day, my bishop comes and tells me, why do you always refuse to answer the call of God? I said, which call? I'm okay what I'm doing. He said, God has called you to ministry. And for you to be able to do all these things you do, the widows and everything, God has called you into real ministry. And that's how we became, I agreed. I had refused, actually. So he told me to go and ask my mom. My mom was alive then. And ask my mom, and I asked my husband and children what they think about it. Whatever answer they'll give me, I'll know whether God has called me. So I went to my mom. When I told her what, she just fell down and started crying. I didn't understand what her problem was. She said, I've been praying that there be a priest in my house for many years. This is what I've been waiting for. If only I can die now, I'm okay. That I would leave somebody. Then I came, of course, to my husband and my children. They said, why would anybody ask you? The church stole you from us a long time ago. And that's how we went again. And I was ordained in 2011. Okay. And the rest is history.
Kuna picha tuko nayo umevaa skati ya blue, nafanya crusade peke yako, muko wawili tu hapo, hiyo soko ni kama haina watu.
Why is that now?
You've not seen that picture? Ile inakuwa the video mkuu umeiweka tena kuna kadile ikikuja na muonyesha.
I can remember maybe that one was placed in Joro. After I would attend to the widows, I would go to a Yes.
Hapo umesema neno na hii soko yenyu mvua ni kama imenyesha.
No, watu wako pande ile ingine. Nafikiri huyu photographer hakunifanya justice. I'll look for him.
Huyu bishop mwenzako hapo kanda yako pia ni kama anapepea ni kama anataka kwenda.
Huyu anafanya, nilikuwa nahubiri na Kiingereza na yeye anaongea Kikuyu huyo.
Oh.
Yes.
Bwana Yesu, Jesus said, Yesu ne
Yesu ne gai.
Have you had some very amazing moments in the ministry that you remember that like, where this something unique happened or weird in the ministry?
Yeah.
Maybe
There are
one?
quite a number.
Okay.
One is during that time, and I was very passionate about crusades.
Okay.
So I decided to go to Mwingi.
Okay.
And the bishop for that church, it's a full gospel church, he's Red Karianjahi. He said, we would have to fast for where you are going, the place you have chosen. You have to fast for 21 days.
Yeah.
Then we go and preach.
Why?
The place is a hard place to preach.
Oh.
So, and I was too young in the ministry. So he didn't, when I said Mwingi, he thought I should have started a lesser place. Okay. So we decided to go to Mwingi. I spoke to my husband. He had a truck, a soundtrack. So he gave me his Mercedes, and we went there. We were going for 9 days. So I thought it was a joyride. We go there and they will preach and all that. Then I found I was to do 3 services in the lunchtime and in the afternoon, and revival meeting in the church. All these people, the bishops, were there praying for me, but I had to go and preach. Let me tell you, these sound people you see, they can drive you crazy. So I went there, I was thinking of the way people preach. So I don't know what they did with my sound. I lost my voice. Halfway.
You were shouting a lot.
I think I was shouting.
Receive.
But when we got there, they told me, you have to be very careful. This place is not like any other place. Here there are witches. I don't know, something like this. And
okay.
I said, well, when I got there, I decided sasa, nimeambiwa ndio nitaongea saa hii. So I took the microphone. I said, either you witches are going to stay here all by itself. Okay? There were many people there. I don't know. Something happened. There was a whirlwind. It blew the whole of Mwingi town, and these people are closing the shops. But I tell you, after 9 days, there was great revival there. Many people got healed, others got saved, and there was a great move of God. Even in my very young in ministry.
Umeenda kudea mama.
Za ndio unajua mimi si kufikiria mambo ya witches, mimi nilifikiria ndio tu it's a wind.
The wind just came after you spoke about the witches in Mwingi.
Niliwaambia hao ndio watakaa au mimi, na wanajua mimi siendi.
So ikaanza tu hivyo.
Ilianza tu. That is one of the things really. I sat there after some time. Of course, God did not allow me to even think that was it. I just thought it was a wind from nowhere. So when we had finished, and then that's when the bishops were telling me, you dared. You dared. Then I said, then I knew that the power of God is able to heal. That's what I saw. I saw many. In fact, some of them came and wound up there, and they got saved.
Mawitch. Walikuja wakasema mimi ni witch.
Yes. There was one man who came and he was lifting his eyes. They were black with whatever. And then, of course, after he got saved, we set him on a business, and he actually, his wives had left him and all that. He was later to call us and tell the wife came back. I think you men, you need to work very hard. When you get money, they come back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Umai rebuke madimoni zikatoka kwa mtu? Ama performed another miracle?
The miracle that I remember very well, I work with widows. And widows are people who are old, and sometimes they, you know, they just sleep and they die, and it feels very bad because they are my daughters. So this time I was called the whole week. About 5 had died. And they would call me, they are going to hospital, the following day they are dead, the other one is dead. And then one of the youngest widows who had a condition called Mama Mercy, even today she's alive, if you want to go interview her, they will tell you. She had gone to hospital and she had wounds and everything. The doctors got tired and they told her to go home. And then she was going to die, so they called me and told me, one of your daughters is very sick, we want you to pray. And I was coming from the church on Sunday afternoon. So I asked God, surely, even if you are you have taken the old ones, now this is a young one. If you take the rest, you just die if they see, like, you know, there is no hope. And I was talking, actually, they had put me on the loudspeaker. I was talking to God. I was very agonized and I was grieving over my widows who had died. And so I told God, you know, with this one, I must say no. I want you to heal her so that the rest can know there is a God even in their old age and their young age. And this particular one has helped very many. But now here she is. And I heard them saying amen. I was not praying. I was talking to God.
Just conversing, yeah.
The following day, they called me and they told me she was up and about. By the third day, she had not even a single wound. This is something you can go, you can check.
And verify.
And verify. And that gave my faith another turn. And I knew God does not need you go into deep fasting and praying for him to answer a prayer. You just need to believe in what needs to be believed. And that was a turning point. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Kudos.
She's there even today.
Anaendelea vizuri.
Yeah, she's in the choir. She looks beautiful, even not a scratch.
Okay. Last year you also ordained as Reverend.
Yes.
What leads to this? And how was that to you as a person?
I think there are levels and dimensions of grace that God bestows upon you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not called to plant churches. I don't have, you know, branches and all that.
Yeah.
When you plant churches and you are in charge of many, you become a bishop. That's how it's supposed to be. But when you go through the ranks and you are commanding that level, because we worship with many, I convene programs, I work with many bishops and pastors. The fathers of faith came and told me, you need to now be elevated to this level of a reverend. The level of a reverend is the level of a bishop, actually. But because I don't have branches, so I'm ordained as a reverend.
Okay.
And that tells you have moved to another level. And the level that God is giving you, it means you also, it means I've gone down to service even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love it?
Yes.
Kazi
I'm
imeongezeka?
serving, kazi imeongezeka.
Yeah.
I'm being humbled to tell God is telling me there is more work to be done.
Okay.
And that's why now I have to increase the programs.
Okay.
I have to go more to the boy child. I have to go more for the people with disabilities. I have to do more and more service.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what it means to be elevated in the kingdom. You are being made a servant. Actually, the more you are taken up, the lower you are taken to service.
Okay.
When Jesus was speaking about the people, who is the master, he showed them, you go down and wash the feet.
Yes.
So it means when I'm given that title, I'm fearful because God demands more from me of service.
True.
Yeah.
All right. In the same breath also, you've been very vocal on your advocacy for boy child and vulnerable groups. Like you've just given the example of the lady that you healed. And you call yourself Mama Boyz.
Yeah.
In your family, now there's the literal boys. And then now figuratively, also your mama, many other boys. Even me, I always call you mom. Because I'm like, okay, sasa, ndakuita aje. Yeah. Why are you very passionate about boy child and the champion for boy child, where most people overlook? Most of us guys, how we were raised, we never had a voice. If I'm in an altercation today with my sister growing up, automatically mimi ndio mbaya. If you're in a marriage situation, she speaks, mimi mbaya. If I come out and cry about something, stop being weak. If I come and say, okay, nimechoka, be a man. Boys don't cry. Boys don't do whatever. Suck it up. Straighten yourself. Don't be vulnerable. People have always given that side. But then you came out and you're like, hapana, mavijana wangu hivi na hivi na hivi. Why? What happened?
I think as a mother, there is something that people forget. When I went to the labor room, and I'm giving birth to a boy child, the pain is as intense as it is for the girl child. And I believe that they need to be given equal chances in everything. In parenting, we don't need to discriminate the boy child. One of the things people must understand and must know, the boy child is a seed carrier. There is no way you are going to have good farms without a seed. And that's why we have right now many single women not having husbands, and many young men who are potential husbands, but because they have been disadvantaged, they find themselves without girls to marry. They are there in the gutter. They are out there frustrated, depressed, having mental illnesses, and the world is just sitting and watching. The person God created to be a father, to be a leader, a God given gift to the world. And then we just watch them. They are sitting there in the parks. You know, I just couldn't take it. And I know many people, when you are called to something, you are the answer to that thing. When I was driving on Uhuru Highway, many times from the very bottom where I was working, the very bottom house, the cop house, I would go through the Uhuru Highways. And I would see very many boys sleeping in the Uhuru Park. Others are hawking, others are there, others are messing. Yeah, of course, the boys have their own way. They can do a great mess. And they would come, and one day I'm with my children, and I'm coming from the work, and everybody, whenever these boys would come, they would roll back the window. And you could see they were getting more angrier and more, they would go towards them with this stuff.
Yeah.
So one day I just decided to know what was this that was causing these young men to behave this way. So instead of rolling up the window, I rolled down. And he had that stuff. And he froze. Then I asked him, what is wrong, my son?
Alikuwa amebeba?
Yes, kinyezi.
Nataka kukusalimia kidogo.
Sindio, alikuwa they scare people with it, and of course, because people were insulting them, or they felt that these people, they hated them, they would actually smear their cars and all that. So I put down and asked my son, what is the problem? He said,
Kizungu?
Yes. He said, I'm hungry. And these people, when I come here, I want them to give me bread. They don't give me. They just roll up their windows. They think these cars, and you could hear the anger. You could feel it, They hated those people, and they thought us with the cars, they were their problem and everything. So I said, what can I do for you? And fortunately, that day I was carrying bread, I gave him. Let me tell you, from that day, they used to call me their mother. And they would escort my car from Kudima's house there, going all the way to to Nakumatt Mega, where it was. And that's where the Mama Boyz came. It didn't start the other day. And so I decided to start talking to them and to do what I could do. Some of them we took to school. Others we would give them some clothes because they were out there because of situations. They did not want to be there. And remembering my background from the ghetto, when you see people who are, you know, chaggy, they are dirty, people think they are thieves. And because of our attitude and mindset towards these people, they also have a mindset and an attitude towards us.
Yeah.
So we must start to know that these are human beings who, because of situation, they find themselves there. Some are very good men who have come from the rural. They migrated because maybe our dad died, because some of them who have been transacting with and relating with, they came to Nairobi to look for a job. And they thought they were green pastures. When they arrived here, they found this is not the village.
Yeah.
You come, you find the boy, when he goes even trying to ask something, somebody will slap them, somebody will not care, they will not have accommodation. You know, in the village life, if you go to Mama Nani, you'll be accommodated. Perhaps they'll give you some food.
Yeah.
They'll be compassionate towards you. But here in Nairobi, it is every man for himself and God for us all. So they told me that when they came and they could not find jobs and everything, they decided to sniff grew. From there, things happened and they found themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't even call their mothers anymore, because they came to have a saving or to find a job so that they could help them. But now they are worse off. And those are the people we were dealing with.
Okay.
And I do believe that there is a reason why we should go out there. And you saw me mobilizing the church, the mosques. We worked in this one. When we are working, when it comes to the boy child, the problems and challenges are for the Muslim, Hindus, everyone, it is the same. When it comes to drug and alcohol abuse and these mental illnesses, it is for everyone, the white, the green, the black, the rich, the poor. And that's why you saw that program actually took off, and there were very many people who would have been rehabilitated. But we are saying there is a God of a second chance.
Yeah.
We are doing it in small bits, but we believe it is going to be fine.
This is why you established the DRF.
The Dorcas Rigathi Foundation, where you are in. This is the office.
We are live from the DRF's HQ.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is the work I do, making sure that I'm making the young men know that there is a mother who loves them. I may not do much, but I love them. And I want them to change. I want to see them becoming fathers. I want to see them becoming leaders. It is a sad thing to see people God has given great gifts, and they are out there crying, and nobody is hearing their voice. They are trying to reach out to the communities and to the societies, and the society is blind. It is deaf to them. We must do something about them. And that's what I do. I believe for one to die, it is one too many. And if we can save one, you can save many. I think Jesus was one, and today he has transformed many. Moses was one. Dorcas is one. If you can touch one of them, and there are very many people who are able, and they can be able to touch and transform the lives of those boys. They may look menacing, they may look like they are not good, but what I know, they are born of a mother and a father, and they would like to live like everybody else. And so I've risen as a mother for them. And I will advocate for them, I'll go for them. I went to the dens of Shimazi, I went to the dens, I went to Kiandutu, I went where I used to be, and we were working very hard. And even now, I have not stopped. I don't only pray for them, but I'm working to see that we transform those boys and change them so that they can be men enough to stand and have a future and their dreams also validated.
Thank you for thinking about men and boys and standing with them. I didn't know it will be something emotional for you. Now mimi na machozi atupelekanangi hivi. Alafu now when you see mom's machozi again, now it complicates the whole thing. But thank you for thinking of boy child.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're out there crying.
Yeah.
And nobody is listening. People must listen. And people like you, us, they are out there. You can save one. You can ni gani ya mawe.
Oh. Oh wow, what a segue.
Sio ni noma sana.
Weka mawe, mbavu destroyer na majembe.
Hiyo ndio hiyo.
So you see now we are saving those ones because they are young guys. They are very talented and they are in the slum. They have this passion for boxing and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to find a way that now if they do whatever they're passionate about, they get employment. And if I get to do this event that we're intending to do on the 4th of April, by the way, you can get your tickets. The video will put the link on the description. So when we do this one, we're going to provide employment to a bunch of people. Because it's not only these two fighters. We'll have other fighters. We'll have ringside people. We'll have coaches. We'll have the ladies who will carry the cue cards. We'll have production.
Yeah.
We'll have event management. We'll have security. We'll have vendors to sell the location. So you find by the time we're done with this event, probably like over 100 boys and girls have gotten direct purpose for something. So that is how we're doing it pole pole. And wewe pia inafaa uweke mawe.
Nitaweka kadhaa.
Nunulia boys tickets. That's the much we'll ask. So at least pia wakuje wa...
It is on the 4th of April.
4th of April, yes.
Yeah, we can do like 400.
400 guys. Asante. Thank you very much. Makofi za kilo. Yes. So we'll also let you guys know how you'll get the tickets. 400 tickets will be bought by Mama Boyz. Na pia ikipata itakama na hapo inaandika tu hapo, you've received your ticket from Mama Boyz, Reverend Dorcas Rigathi from the DRF. Alafu unakuja pale unaisha ticket yako, unaingia na unaona watu wakieka mawe. Thank you.
So Obinna, we are doing a lot for the boy child.
Yes.
We establish a TVET where we are skilling them. And we want to go to agribusiness, agriculture, and IT. And we have graduated 100. Last we have 82 who are already in the process, and we connect them with jobs. So we may not be doing a lot, but I believe the 200 now,
it is a lot.
It will make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yes. So if let's say the people who are able, they can even do 10. Get 10 from the streets. Get them out of this misery. I know you can change lives. But there are many people with so much money. They just put it in the bank and it does nothing, just to see many zeros. But if we can just think of just adopting 1 or 2 and make sure they are okay, then we will be doing ourselves good.
Okay.
You have seen the young people who are in here. Everybody, they will call them goons, they will call them what, they will call them everything, they will call them everything. But I believe if those people were working, they had a job to do. If those people were empowered enough, they will be busy. They will not be doing the vice. And that is what we need to do. And that is even the work of the church. It is the work of the religious people. It is the work of the community. It is our responsibility to do that. And we must do what we must do. For if these girls that are out there, they need men, either they go to the gutter and clean one, or they will continue being single. And then you have homes without fathers.
Which is a sad state of
affairs. It is a sad state of affairs. That is not the right way. So I pray that many people will hear, and you can extend to one boy like this. You make a change to that life.
It takes one boy to change their community, because the minute they are empowered and they are the good ones, we also have the bad ones.
Yeah.
you find that the mother, the sister, the wife, the children, the nanny are taken care of from this one person. All right.
Like you, I know you are helping many, right?
Hey, Mimi, mine is on the public domain because now myself, I'm also very passionate about boy child. Why? Because I've been through it. And I had nobody tell me to siende hivi, tufanye hivi. I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
And I made so many mistakes along the way, and the same mistakes are the best teachers. Nikajishika masikio. So always, when I sit down with all of this, I have a lot of, kwanza this year tumeongeza wengine, now my employees are even more, and then now the people that we work with, then we do the men's mental health awareness work.
Yes.
Na mashida tu ile watu wanakuja nao kwa DM, then they found a safe space with me. Even in the entertainment industry, we have people that people look up to. They're like, yo, I want to be like this person, but they're safe with me. They tell me, Obinna, naumia hapa na hapa na hapa. And we are working together. And eventually, something will change, provided we've started, and you've started.
Yeah.
And we are talking to the ones watching us to also start looking at men differently.
Yeah.
Some make some mistakes because they don't know any better. But if you know better and you guide them, and then we lack mentors.
We actually made them who they are.
Yeah.
Because young men growing without mentors, without fathers, without people who can guide them, then they are bitter about it and they are not talking.
Yeah.
So you get very bitter people who have grown. Of course, sometimes we think we are doing the right thing, but men will always look for their fathers. That's given. And they want also that covering. They want the parenting. But if in a way we have gone down, in fact, I always apologize to our children. We have not brought them well because we gave them to maids. We trying to make them better things. Others, by circumstances, their fathers died. Others, the single women have people who go and they don't take care of them. And then sometimes when they get married and they have children, the stepfather does not want the boys. That's why I tell you the boy has challenges from when they are born to when they will die. And this must change. Because one, you grow up with your sister there. You go to your father, you are trying to sit on the lap, you ask, are you a girl? You kwenda uko. You know? There's no love, there's no hugging. The other day, I was in a wedding. I had just talked about the boys and how boys should be treated well. And then this girl comes, confident. The father just holds her and talks to her, introduces her to the table. The boy is standing there watching, lost like he doesn't belong.
His son?
Yes. And you see, he came, he didn't hug him. I told him you have to repeat and do the same what you have done with the girl. That is why the girl is so confident. She's coming, she's greeting everyone. But the boy is lost there and admiring the sister. This must change. We must treat them equally, love them equally. Well. Because the moment you bring them knowing and being in touch with love, then they will be able to produce that love and to give it. True. For how can you give love if you never knew it? True. How do you expect this man to be soft and treat the girl the way they want to be cuddled? I don't know what. He doesn't know it. And then this girl has been hugged by the father, mother, everybody just talks about this queen in the house. But the king is left there, where kwenda uko nini, and they never experience that humanity. They never experience the love. They never experience the compassion towards them. Nakuja usienda kitchen, wewe, msichana nakuja, anaonja kila kitu, wewe unalia, unaulizwa, unalia nini, unalia kama msichana kwenda huko. We must now start to look at them as human beings with feelings and start to reach out to them. In fact, the many men I related with during this time when we were doing rehabilitation, I didn't do much for them. Actually, it was just to hug them, love them, and they would transform. They will change in your eyes. They would blossom like a flower. They change and you see them moving. Actually, they don't need much. All we need is to love them.
She's preaching. I hope you're listening. Someone is talking for us. Yeah, I hope you guys are listening. Trust me. Huyo mtu mnasema ati, but unajua haongeangi. Men are talking. Boys are talking. You're just not listening hard enough. Some speak, some don't speak, but they are talking. Listen. Thank you for that. You also describe women as special beings created by God with unique roles. Unapigania boys alafu na yote unaleta girl child unasema now our ni special beings sasa. How should they embrace the God-given strength while also navigating the modern challenges of the society? Because also our sisters, our mothers, our daughters, they're also going through a lot.
Yeah.
They're going through different situations. How do they navigate?
I think a woman was created as a helper. Okay. That is her name. Okay. By God. And the next one that Adam gave her is a mother of all that is living. Okay. Ukienda nyumbani ukute mzee anasema hapa hakuna watu. Ako hapo na watoto wake. What he's telling you is that my wife is not at home. Hakuna watu. Because true, you see, the woman has been given that strength to be able to nurture the boy child, nurture the girl child, nurture everything that is there. If it is the gardens, the dogs, the cats. If the woman is not there, my friend, they know.
Asambaratika.
Yeah, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
And she wears very many hats of a mother, of a wife, of a sister, of a friend, of a girlfriend. They wear all these hats.
Yeah. And
if well nurtured, I can tell you, when I advocate the case for the boy child, I'm actually advocating the girl child welfare. Yeah. Because there is no way this girl will go and marry herself. No, she will be married to a man. Okay. And therefore, if we can be able to be mothers who are parenting our boys in the right way, loving them, giving them equal chances, you will bring up young men who are fine and who respect women. If you look at the way sometimes the mothers speak to their boys, wewe ni kama baba yako tu. Yeah? And that means he's a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah? Then the women are speaking and saying, you know, men are like, they can feel they are, you know, they have very many names they call them. And I tell them what you speak becomes. Because you cannot go tell somebody who is a human being that they are dogs. And you can see very well that man is not a dog, is a human being. What you need is to respect and to honor that person. Perhaps it is only a few things that they need to adjust. And you need to know their background for you to be able to judge them. And that's why mothers must bring up their children in a good way. A mother is the one who knows a child from when they are not there. A man gives a woman a seed, and this woman will return a child to that man. And I think, as you have said, women face very many challenges. I think they throw all the manner of things to the women, but women they know how to turn every challenge to an opportunity. You give me a knife, it becomes a place for slicing and bringing meals for the family. You give a man a knife, he can murder you very easily with it. And therefore, we need to know that mother's compassion, and a mother and a woman is a mother. If only they can be able to live as a mother. Because a mother is the one who is able to give expecting nothing. You can imagine when you are a young Obinna, I would have liked to know how naughty you are. Your mother would still work on you. Sometimes you didn't even know. Women have been given the power of speaking a language that does not exist. Because you give birth to a child who is not talking. And this child, you understand him. When he's sick, you can tell. When he's just maringering there, you just leave him to cry because you know the language. It's a mother can interpret a language which does not have words. It is the hands of a woman that can actually calm a man who is wild and bring him down And this is something, if only women knew their power and used it in the right way. All these men who are there, just think of Samson. It took a small girl and she could just lay the head on the lap. And he would do whatever she wanted, even to the removing of his eyes. Why? Because men need the women who understand them. And you can only understand a man from the heart of a mother and see them from the eyes of a mother. The moment you see them in the eyes of a mother, you don't judge them. Have you ever gone to a courtroom and a mother is there and you are being sentenced to death and she's saying you didn't do it and she saw you? So the work of a woman is to nurture. If only we would go back to our original roles and become the real women with the heart of a mother, I tell you, this world will change.
Stop being the men.
Yeah, you don't have to compete with men.
Yeah.
You know, many people say that we went to Beijing, we want equal. We can't be equal.
You don't believe in equal?
Equality?
Yeah.
In what?
See, the woman and the man.
No.
Wako same, akisema unasema.
But nobody is equal to another one, and you can never be equal to anybody. You can only be equal to yourself. Okay. So every woman must compete with her own goals, with her vision, and make sure that she also supports the others, because our work is to nurture, is a helper. If you go to the other side and you find God wanting to help man, he brought the Holy Spirit, and he's also called the helper. He sits there silently, prompting you and giving you strength, encouraging you, and that is what women are about. And so when you see me sometimes dealing with a hard man who people say I'm sitting on, and I don't know, just need to love them.
Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. And happy International Women's Day to you as well, ma'am.
Thank you.
The theme of this year is Give to Gain. And it emphasizes on the spirit of women's strength, on their resilience and impact. And everything she has just said is coming back to align with this theme for these years. If you are listening to everything she was saying, it's just that one. Give to gain. You have to go the other way around. Wezi taka tu inakam kama hujaipanda, you have to plant it. Okay, so happy International Women to and happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. Now we are wrapping up. There are two other things that I want you to tackle for me. One, I want you to talk to young women who want to get in positions of leadership, or who are in positions of leadership, or other women who are just there. Because probably there are some things that when you are in there as the second lady, you learned 2-3 things, you're like, okay, this one, this is the way to navigate it, this is the way not to go around it. Then also, let's talk about how normally when a woman is married or gets into the political space, now her life and her career stop. And people expect it to stop. Now everything you do now is aligned to. And then even if you achieve anything, people think it's because of nepotism. Like, huyu amewekwa hapa, huyu amesaidiwa, huyu amefanya. People believe that when a woman is in the space of leadership or is married to someone in leadership, now she can't stand for herself. Yes.
Leadership is a hard ball game, and especially for the woman.
Okay.
Leadership has always been in the domain of men. So any woman who wants to go into leadership must also know leadership has no gender. So we don't go there as women. We go there in our own right as people who have capacity to lead, people who are accountable, people who are going there as servant leaders, ready to serve people. But you must know that a woman would work harder, just like we have talked about men.
Yeah.
And their lives. When it comes to leadership, it has already been role modeled like it is for men. And because of we are from a patriarchal kind of a setup, where the father is the head and all that, you find in many cultures and wherever and traditions, you find the women were very hard to come into leadership. But things have changed. And what women need to know is that if they are also going to go there, let them not go for nomination. Let them go and trounce men. We have seen many who have been able to go there in their own right, and they have been elected leaders. And that is why I say, for the young people who want to go there, you must make a decision. And when you go there, you know it is a tough game. It is not where you go and then you are beberezoed because you are a woman. You must take your space and also know that it is not going to be easy. You are going to be abused. I've been in that space where I'm not even in the politics. And you find people from nowhere, they come on to where you are with all the menacing and whatever words, they will abuse you. And you know, when they want to get to you, especially the ones who are married, I'm talking to you. You know, when your husband is the one going there, he can go and it's a bit easier. But when it is a woman who is married, it is like this, this leadership, and especially elected seat, it is meant for the singles. And when you go as a single, they also have a problem. You have no husband. You go with the husband, then they tell you, I don't know, you are not a family woman or all that. What you need is to embolden yourself and have a tough skin and be blind and deaf and go for your ambition and go for what you want to do. Otherwise, people will call you all names. I don't know how many times they drew me as a pig, you know, praying for my husband. Well, of course, I do pray for my husband. I have never become a pig. And that never distracts me. The only sad thing that I have found, especially throughout since he became the member of parliament in Madeira and when he was the deputy president, is that they imagine when a man becomes a politician and is in the position and in that status, the woman and their children become non-existent. And you cannot do business, you have an issue. I am a person who has gone to school. I'm a graduate. I was working before. And therefore, there are many things that you do. They go looking for you and they will say this. They will say, maybe you are doing this. I don't know. You are being helped. Your children are also ramped there. So as a family, when you go into leadership, you go as the whole package. And people, some of the women and men have gone into great trauma. You saw when it was the impeachment of Kawira. Yeah. They were talking about her husband. Spouses have issues when it comes to politics. So it must be something that you discuss with your husband and with your wife, because once you get there, things are going to be very rough. Crazy. And I have seen it, I've experienced it, but you need to be very strong. And you have to stand together. Let your husband propel you there. Let your wife also be there to hold you. Because the higher you go, we were taught the colder it becomes. When you are with them and you have nothing, you have no seat, you have nothing, nobody has a problem with you. Wait until you are given that muheshimiwa. They come for you. And therefore, if you are not tough enough, don't go for the seat.
It will break you for no reason.
It will break you, it will cause you mental illness, it will cost you your marriage. Because when also you get there, the populace or the citizens, they expect too much from you. Even why people are corrupt, it's because every person who is there, they expect them to have money to go and give them. True. And so some of the people, like young people, do not go taking loans and overdrafts from Shyrocks to go and do politics that you'd steal. It is better you don't even go there. But if you go there, let people give you your votes, because they believe that you are a good leader. They believe that you can make it. And when you make it, do not give money. Like me, I don't give money. I go, I find all these young men and whatever. I'll buy them bread if they are hungry. And I tell them if they want to come home, I'll make tea.
Kuja ukule.
Kuja ukule. But when they come, umetuacha namna gani? Na hivyo tu, mimi ni mama. The only thing I'll give you is a word. And they know. And nowadays we have our own passcode. I tell them, mine is a word. But when there needs you have a need, I can give you food. I can, where I can be able to pay for your school fees and all that. But this thing of leadership for money, and you take loans, and then after that you go and steal from the populace. That's where we are. We have sunk because of that. So even the citizens of Kenya must understand. If you ask for people for money and they bring it, where do you think they are going to get it from you? They are going to steal it from you. So we must change. If you are going to leadership, go understanding that it is a position where you are going to be a servant to serve people. And you are going to be abused. You are going to face challenges. All you need is to develop a thick skin like mine.
Hazikusumbwangi? Ujai enda nyumbani ukalia venye kama online ama umeambiwa kitu?
Wanasema mambo mingi, lakini what you need to know is that you need to know your truth. But if you are there, then you'll be worried. But if I've done nothing, why should I be worried about what they did? They can write and write from morning to evening. It's okay.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And that's how you are able to wade away this harassment and bullying. Yeah. Because they actually can bully you.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
They sit there and they craft. Why? Sometimes I look at it and I laugh. I bring to my husband, I show him, hey, you look at this here, it is very big. I don't know what you are listening when your ear is this big, you know. And we laugh about it. Yeah. And they come, they dress him like this, they bring his mouth like this, and we come and look at it and say, no, these squirrels, who are they? And we laugh about it, and that's it. But if you let it touch you, I'm telling you, you'll get mental illness. You'll go crazy.
Okay.
And these people, sometimes they don't even know you. They are only paid to do a job.
Yeah.
And they are just doing their job. So let them do their job, let them be paid. But don't, young people who are going for seats, I urge you to go for them. Young women, married women. In fact, we need to clean this politics. Can we get women who are upright, people of dignity, people with integrity? Just stand there and God will give you that seat. And when you go there, change politics.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the match we've had for today. It's been 3 hours, the video. 3 minutes to 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it, but thank you so much for kutukaribisha kwako, giving us the wise counsel. Na pia kukaa na sisi kama mom on your day. You know, today is your day. Ungetuambia hapana, mimi nataka kwenda kwa spa. Yeye nijispoil. It
is always a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me in the show.
Okay.
I hope you meet again.
Definitely. What next? What next? What do we look out for?
I'm thinking of where we can actually talk about the young people who have made it and are in trouble. Yes.
By the way.
Yes. Yeah. We have very many young people who God has blessed with great gifts, and they are dying out there. They are rejected. They are lonely. We want to speak to them next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. Count me in.
Yeah.
Ndakuwapo pia mimi. Yeah.
And when I get my podcast, I'll call you, and then you can tell me of them. The next time I will be sitting there, you'll be.
Oh, you're starting a podcast? Oh, that's interesting.
Because I'd like to address some of the issues of of motherhood, parenting, and marriages and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tupe kazi ya production. Ama niaje wazito?
Yeah.
Sitakuwa na produce podcast coming live. From.
It would be a privilege also and an honor to do that. I am so grateful to all of you for coming.
Thank you.
And for all those ones who have been watching. I hope that you have not wasted your time. There is something that you have caught during this whole 3 hours.
Yeah.
And may it impact your life and transform you. To my boy children out there, I love you.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Get your ticket from madfan.com for the Majembe and Mbavu Destroyer fight. We have a lot of other interesting fighters. We're going to be letting you know about them this weekend. Some performances in between. Tuambia week is going to be a beautiful day. So come that day, let's have a good time. Chukua ticket yako because there are only limited tickets available. Also, I'll let you guys know where you'll get the tickets that have been bought by Mama Boyz. Mtazipata aje. Na hizo zingine pia zilinunuliwa pia. We'll let you guys know. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, as usual, Monday, is Obinna Show live, and the lineup is interesting. Wacha niwaambie kesho tuko na kina nani, so that you stay tuned mapema mujipange. You remember last week I did the biggest wedding for the year from Apostle Peter Munai and the wife, Dr. Princess. He's gonna be coming through. Let's find out. Hii kanisa yake kwa wapi, na hizo pesa alitoa wapi? Chopa 5, harusi moja ati chopa inaleta pete, hii inaleta keki, inaleta nini? We also having wapendwa muziki tomorrow. Ona alivyofanya Mungu. So we have Omanyala. Yes. We have the world champion. We have Georgina Njenga is coming through. And of course, we have Amin FX. We're going to be talking about trading. Is it legit? How do you do it? I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Good night. God bless you. Amen. It's a wrap. Yeah.
Obinna, you need to be here.
I am. Check it, guys.
Deal water.